You want to put your bag in the room? Go ahead. Go ahead. You're good. Let me know if you hear us. Let me know if you hear us. What's cracking? It's the motherfucking beat table with a Love Supreme. First time going live. Let us know you're alive. Drop 100. Drop a heart. Drop a middle finger. Drop something. Just don't drop no dimes. Let's go. Let's go. That's nice. That's that tape right there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Probably my least favorite track on the tape.
This one? Why?
You always have one.
I like this shit. What up? What up? Welcome to the Beat Table's first live. Cracking was cracking. Let me know if you hear us. We got a Love Supreme in the building. Starting, hold on. Starting from over there, hold on. All right, here we go. We're about to get in it. We're gonna start from the far end over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if we can.
It's the right side.
No, I know, but can you hear us? Can you check, brother, please? Make sure you can hear us before
we get started.
Yeah, before we start spitting bars right now.
It's
About to cipher right now.
Cypher sessions.
Hey, everybody.
About to test everybody's knowledge right now.
Everybody gonna kick a free.
Black guy looks like he's ready to go.
Always ready.
Black guy looks like he's ready to go. Yeah. All right, we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first live. We are on. All right, so we're about to start off all the way over there at the end.
Yo, my name's Frank, and I go by Burn the Topiary.
Damn, burn the topiary.
You're in the motherfucking beat table right now.
Woo! There it is. You guys heard it. I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't. I'm just saying, and I'm pretty crazy. I've heard when you hear his beats, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. That's the guy you don't want to fuck with.
He probably in the mosh pit knocking folks out.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Swinging.
Yeah, I'm too fucking old for that shit.
Just let him think. Let him think you're crazy, darling. All right, here we go. What is that? He's the youngest one in the crew, huh? Is he the youngest one?
Yeah.
That's an easy point out, right?
Brother.
there, you know
Y'all
what I'm saying?
explain me now. My facial hair. My facial hair like y'all got little beards and all that.
All right, here we go. Who's that right there? Who's that?
Jet Like Tribe, y'all. Peace, y'all. It's Travis. I mean,
Bam.
hope y'all doing well.
There it is.
Like,
There
like
it
the
is.
homie said, we at the beat table. I mean,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, beat table.
And then we got
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Zalente. Most people call me Z. You know what I'm saying? Love Supreme host. You know what I'm saying? One of the residents. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's watching out. You know, watching on. You know what I'm saying? Here with my bros. We on the motherfucking beat table. You know what I'm
Man.
What's up? It's your boy Pax out here, another fellow Love Supreme resident and production person that's running the sound and telling people where to plug cables in and shit.
Shut that door, brother, please. The black one, so we don't get fucking attacked by bugs and shit.
Fucking sentinels.
All right, and then we got
I'm Black God 9. I represent Love Supreme. I just love music. That's why I'm here.
he makes fucking beats. And to the back,
Yo, peace. My name is Tita Einsoff, or people know me as Tia Terrence. I'm a part of the Love Supreme tribe, and yeah, I'm just here in the back.
hell yeah. That's what's up. Can you shut that door right there, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I don't want to spill no crumbs of this herb on you.
Nah, you're good, man.
Hey.
We'll collect that shit later. I'll give it to the homie and shit. Here, fool. You dropped all this shit earlier.
Well, he's smoking.
So, yo, this is the Beat Table's first live. Appreciate who's in here. Really, really appreciate it. And as you know, you are in the motherfucking Beat Table. And the whole sole purpose of the Beat Table is to give these fellow beat makers a platform to talk about who they are and what they've been through to get to where they are right now. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I've been trying to do for a while, and it finally got set in stone. We finally put the sword in the
We need
rock.
to make sure the rest of the guys get it up closer to the mics because they're saying they it was hard to
You
hear.
can't hear them too well. It's probably Black God. It's all good.
Soft spoken.
Oh, yeah.
Soft spoken, brother.
Soft spoken.
Oh, probably, yeah, probably that.
But the deadliest.
Yeah.
Don't get it
Make
twisted.
sure when we're responding and shit.
There we go.
Okay.
That'll be good. This is the good mic. This is the better mic.
No, you good. You want to reintroduce
Thank you guys for that feedback. Really appreciate that, because like I said, this is our first time going live on YouTube. Everybody's been telling me like, how come you don't go live? How come you don't go live? And I'm like, it seemed at the moment like too much work, but we got through it today. You know what I'm saying?
All praises the Most High.
Yeah, hell yeah. So and
It's
then
the beat table.
Frank brought me this record as a present
On behalf of all of us.
on behalf of a Love Supreme. This is John Coltrane.
I
A Love Supreme.
I love Supreme.
The inspiration behind the energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank you guys very much. That means a lot to me because I appreciate anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you took time to to bring that. And then we got your boy Pax. He just dropped the tape, literally.
Yes.
Called Please Let Me Know.
Please let me in your
Oh,
cold.
please let me in your coat. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos, dog?
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are crazy.
I love that reaction too. People
Yeah,
are
are
like,
you
oh, it's like, are you sure you want to joke
And
around
check it
about
out.
that?
If you guys are into clothing like I am, make sure you contact the Love Supreme. I will post their info at the bottom.
It's on
And cop a
Bandcamp.
fucking shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shirts
Why
on
you got
Bandcamp.
black right now, yo? You got the black right here.
The
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
joint, the pink joint. Shout out the pink.
All sizes.
Yeah, I'm copying one of those because I enjoy white with pink. You know what I'm saying?
Big West. Big
Oh.
West.
But yeah, so a Love Supreme is in the building. Then we got a Mad Ways behind the board. Helping me
Yeah.
out.
Sir.
Shout out to Mad Ways.
Yes,
It's
sir.
the motherfucking beat table.
That's that's the backbone right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the backbone right there. But man, we're about to have some fun. We're about to ask some questions and
21 questions.
and fucking have some fun, dude. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, Frank, where you from?
Oh, man. Where am I not from?
Oh, you're a Rolling Stone?
No, I know, right? Rolling
Yeah,
Stone.
make sure you move the mic.
I was born in LA,
Uh-huh.
and I think at around second grade, I moved to Pomona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shout out to
and
you.
I've kind of stayed in that general area ever since, man. Like I moved to Chino from, at some point, and then now I'm in Ontario,
Mm.
and they're all neighboring cities,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I'm at now. Yeah,
Nice.
pretty much the same city that we run A Love Supreme in.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. That's a growing city right there.
It is, man. Yeah,
I remember back in the days, it was like just industrial.
it was cow shit
Yeah,
and strawberries.
Yeah.
when I first moved there, you know what I mean? And it smelled
Dang.
literally like sweet strawberries.
Yeah.
and cow shit. You know what I
That's
mean? Yeah, so
crazy.
it's like a cow fart. And now like they've minimized all that, and now they're building like they got like the CBD Bank,
yeah,
Ontario Arena,
yeah.
bullshit going
Yeah, they're
on.
building a lot right
CBD.
there. dude.
Arena.
Yeah, they're building a lot right there because I've been through there for quite a while. My brother lives in San Bernardino.
Okay.
Big ups to Terra Lane. And I would always go back and forth from that LA to fucking San Bernardino, but I would pass through Ontario.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's growing a lot. It's growing a lot.
it's chill, man. I mean, good neighborhoods,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
same as anywhere.
Yeah, a lot cheaper to live.
Ooh.
Not lately, man.
Not yeah. No, I was gonna say. I was just gonna say that right now
Yeah.
it's getting more, like people are like, oh, I'm gonna move out that way because it's cheaper. I'm like, hell no, that shit's
Yeah.
only $100 cheaper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's chill. There's not as much traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're kind of benefiting from that. But
Exactly.
as far as like, oh, I'm gonna get a cheaper crib, like nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen, dog. Like if you're gonna buy one, you'll probably save 100 racks.
More than
If you're gonna rent one, you'll probably save $200.
exactly.
So you
Yeah,
might as well be in
My
LA.
stepdaughter,
Yeah.
my
So
stepdaughter and her
country.
boyfriend have been looking for like literally months, and they can't find anything affordable. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's really
Yeah, you're not, man.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, I tell people what I pay right here, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
got a swimming pool."
Yeah, exactly. So now we
Let's
just
fucking
Skinny dipping
go.
and shit. You know?
Just come here.
Yeah. Shit, you guys are more than welcome. Man. Shit, be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Nothing, sweetie? Can I roll up? Hell yeah!
Hey.
Bring some cotton in." You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookout.
Easy money.
Where's the youngster? Where's the YG from?
Yo, I was born in Texas, Corpus Christi in the South.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, so
You're born in Corpus Christi?
Corpus Christi, yeah.
I used to live in San Antonio.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're like right next door.
Right, literally. yo.
Yeah.
I was
Just
born
in
out
Houston.
there. Literally, yeah. So I was born out there. Live military brat. So I lived over in Virginia for a little bit, and then after staying out there for a little bit, we moved out this way in Fontana. Stayed out there for about a year, and since then we've been out in Riverside. Shout out to Riverside County, i.e. just been out that way, Menifee since then.
Nice.
Yeah, just been living.
What a
out-
difference, right?
man, you're mad difference. People, are mad different how they approach you.
Yeah.
Not more in your face with it.
Well,
Which
Texas
is-
don't play.
Yeah.
Be carrying. Everybody carries a gun,
You feel
dog.
me?
Yeah.
No lie. Yo,
Old
me-
ladies got the revolver,
Yo, me-
got the
Abuelas?
dirty Harry. Yeah, the abuela got the dirty Harry. She's like, hold on, I haven't pulled it all the way out yet. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
That's what we wild. But yeah, man, that's the upbringing. Shouts out to the South, the East, everywhere, man.
Yeah.
West, out of the country. Got family in Europe, so peace to
Damn.
everybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hell yeah. All right.
Man, I'm from North Carolina.
Ooh.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Durham, North Carolina. If you don't know where that's at, look up the College Duke. That's probably the most famous little landmark
Man,
out there
they
that
have
everybody can.
Dope ass bomber jacket stuff.
Yeah. They cool, but I want to make it know I'm a Tar Heels fan. That's like a big, it's like a big thing out there, UNC and Duke, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a diehard Tar Heels fan. But yeah, I've been out here in LA for about 10 years now, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to pursue this music, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make a better way for myself and all these good things. So it's been going good, you know what I'm saying? The music has been a progress and all that, because I came out here, I started rapping, and then probably about 5 years ago, I put that to producer shit because it's just something that I love to do on a daily basis. So
Go through the back and give me that tray so they cut out.
yeah, man, it's just a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
Blessed to be here, man. Appreciate you
North
having us on,
Carolina,
man.
dude.
Yes, sir.
Jeez. So 10 years.
10 years, man.
Damn,
It'd be
so
10
you're from
years.
LA now. Yeah,
I guess
so,
so.
yeah. Once you pass that 10-year mark, though, you're from LA.
You're
You
here
know
now.
what I'm saying? Like that's it. You're from North Carolina. You're from LA.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Should I go into this one? What's up? So yeah, I'm your boy Pax. I'm from Florida originally, Orlando, Florida. East Orlando, Florida. This is State Road 50. I grew up off East State Road 50. If anyone knows, they're probably tripping right now. Just if they're from Orlando,
Yeah.
probably not.
You never know.
Yeah, but I meet people all the time. It's like, oh, where'd you grow up? But yeah, no. So I've been out here for probably 2 years or something like that. Coming up on 2 years, not that long.
Oh, shit.
I mean, these are some of the first people I met out here was T-Dot and Black God and Trav coming out to Menifee just to jam, back before any of this was just an idea,
Yeah, that's dope.
So, I think I met everyone except for, I think Frank through the process of, putting this all together. And that's he's the reason really why we're out in Ontario.
Facts.
And I've been educated on the area and just all the, there's a lot of good, dope people out there and from there and from the IE in general and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see, a lot of the people that come out to the shows too are from out
Yeah.
there. Not everyone's driving from LA to get out there,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm staying in the Valley right now in Burbank.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
And so it's a little drive to get out there, but yeah, I
Yeah,
love
that's-
being here, man.
That's where I'm from. I'm from Panorama City. From
Oh yeah,
Valley.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Black guy.
What do you want to know?
Where you from?
I am from Ohio, born and raised. I came out here to pursue a dream. I used to watch Fly Low and DB and all of them from a distance, and I wanted to do this. So I met T-Dot in 2017, and it's been on ever since for me. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's
Hell
up. And so, what? How long have you been out here? Since 2017.
Nah, I was out here in 2017. Then I moved back, and then I came back out here. Yeah,
Nice. Oh yeah. So, what do you think of LA?
it's cool.
He's not as cool.
I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it definitely takes some understanding. That's for sure.
Yeah.
most
Especially with all these fucking weirdo ass drivers and shit.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah.
that scares people and shit. It's like, damn, these motherfuckers be doing like 90 miles per hour. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's slow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. T-Dot, where you from?
Yo, my bad. Hey, yo, peace, y'all. I'm originally from Anaheim. Orange County. Moved out to Menifee probably middle school years due to divorce of my parents and shit. And been out there ever since, per se. Just been nomadic. Yeah.
Since Illmatic?
Just been nomadic. Hey, yo, but shouts out to Illmatic too.
I thought you said since Illmatic. I was like,
Nah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
love music and shit.
Motherfucker, oh, that make me older than I am. Damn. That make me
Yeah,
way
you were in
older.
diapers, dog.
Yeah, right. No, right. Yeah,
That's
nah.
crazy.
I've been out in Menifee for my phone can stop. I've been out in Menifee for at least like 16 years. I met Travis out there when he was in second grade.
No way.
Yeah, I've known Travis damn near ever.
No way.
Yeah, that's my
Holy
brother right there.
shit.
So yeah, he's the longest motherfucker I've known in a Love Supreme. Then goes God, then goes Frank, then goes Z, then goes Pags.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's definitely a connection.
within everything, always,
Yeah, there's
always.
definitely a connection.
The uni-
Ultron.
The universe be
Yeah.
universing, bro. I really be following sigils and spirits and everything. So like this happened because it was meant to happen.
Right.
Mhm.
It could have happened any other way, but the universe chose to put it like this. So.
Yeah. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, I think T-Dot is where we get a lot of the sort of family-oriented attitude of how we kind of operate, within a Love Supreme. That it's not something where no one's really in charge. Everyone just kind of gives
Round table, huh?
round table, yeah, and everyone, and it's like friendship first, family first, like he said, like that's my brother.
Yeah.
It's hard to know who his actually family members are
Yeah.
because he's always like, that's my brother over there, that's
Yeah.
my brother, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the type of person he is. So I think
You know what's crazy is I've been recently chopping it up with him. Not even
Mhm.
about like the beat table. He'll just be like, "Hey, I hope you have an amazing day, blessings." And I'm like,
right.
If I hear a voice message from him, because he don't text, he just leaves voice
Yeah.
messages. and when I hear it, I'm like,
Yeah, it's
there's no
confusing.
fucking way I could have a shitty day, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
Like-
the best message.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
see,
right.
fuck, like you
To,
need to
like, set
record
up
this
your
shit and put it
day.
on Spotify,
He,
dog.
he
Like,
like he like the daily motivation
Yeah.
that you don't even
yeah.
know that you need, but that's just his natural personality. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I went to Universal Studios and I posted it, and he's all like, "Oh man, I hope you and your family have an amazing time," and woo, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like because of that, I
Yeah.
literally had a fucking amazing
Good
time.
ass
Because
time,
it could have
yeah.
been a shitty time, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right, yeah.
Because
But you was
Super
gonna make it a
Mario
good
was
fucking
hard,
time.
hard as
Yeah.
fuck to get into, right?
Yeah. I mean, he checks in more than my mom does sometimes.
For
You know?
real,
You
hey,
know?
for real.
No, not
I'm
everybody's.
as consistent as I can.
No, but not everybody's
But
always
it's hard
keeping.
to have a shitty day with
Exactly.
his voice messages.
Yeah, not everyone does that,
Bro,
man.
We,
It's-
we
yeah.
get the privilege and the honor to
Yeah.
have that like consistently with T-Dot.
Right.
He's a positive energy.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
Force.
Positive
And
force.
it like forces it on you in a sense, in a
Yeah.
good way. Like, there's days where you can be negative sometimes. It's
Yeah.
human nature,
Do
you know?
you have a day like that?
Ask God, yeah.
So you don't. You're probably like me. You don't let nobody know that shit.
Nah, you'll know that shit. I'm very
Yeah?
vulnerable.
Oh,
I'm very
Yeah.
vulnerable,
With me,
yeah.
I'm like,
You'll know, like
he'll probably be the only one that knows, or my wife, if I'm having a shitty day.
I feel
You know. But everybody else, like, I probably won't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, let everybody know, like, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, appreciate
But,
you.
Yeah, but no, that's good. That's good to have.
Like
That's-
the other day, I had to take God to work, and he was knocking on my door, and then he was like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "Dog, I'm not even awake right now." Like, and then later on, when I picked him up, he's like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm awake, bro. What's good?" Like,
So you're not a morning person.
not at 4:30 in the motherfucking morning, and I just went to
Yeah.
sleep at 12. Like,
Yeah, I wake up excited at 4:30 in the morning.
like this. God, if I'm not on my P's and Q's, God makes me on my P's and Q's.
Yeah, that's good. And that's what makes you guys forming this Voltron like so great, because you guys have that type of communication, and that's where I connected with my brother right here. We were like the lone like the lone wolves of the packs, because nobody didn't really want to give us that opportunity. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna take our opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So me and him created our Voltron, and now it's like, shit, what's cracking? Like,
Right.
we're about to take over the world with Love Supreme and all these other cats that are thinking the exact same shit that we're thinking.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So speaking on that, going from Frank all the way back down this way, what was it like growing up as a teenager, like in your neighborhood?
I mean, I vaguely remember spots like living in LA because I was
Yeah.
pretty young. I think I was probably I was really young enough to remember a lot of detail.
Yeah.
But want me to bring this?
Yeah. Just so people can hear. You could turn it. Yeah, you could just turn it.
Yeah, man. It was chill for the most part. I mean, living in the San Bernardino County, I mean, it's not too eventful in that sense.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very religious, like extremely religious household.
Yeah.
And my father wasn't really around too long
Yeah.
in my childhood.
Yeah.
So my mom took on that responsibility of mom and dad type
Yeah.
thing. She was, undocumented at the time, and it was tough for her to find work at times.
Yeah.
We struggled a lot, but I'm thankful for it because it made me like a stronger person. In general,
Yeah.
it gave me understanding so early on of like
Yeah.
humanity and how things work
Yeah.
and all that stuff, that it grew a very deep like compassion to humans and
Mhm.
people, in a
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
internally.
Well, it makes you understanding.
Understanding.
Yeah.
Empathetic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes
Empathetic.
you understanding. So that's good.
And I love that
Yeah.
about myself. You know what I mean? Like I think that's a really nice trait to have, and it's along the way, it's taught me a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then musically, I mean, musically, there was a lot of influence musically. In the short-lived time that I was with my dad, you know, there's a lot of musicians in that family, and I think they took a pretty heavy influence, you know, with me as a kid, just learning. You know, I got a keyboard when I was like 5. I was playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So you were already interested.
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just around me. Like those are more the childhood memories that I have as like, you know, from like 5 and before type thing.
Yeah.
And it left a pretty big imprint in my life to where I just continuously pursued it ever since. And it started with guitar. Like I'm a guitar player. I play in bands, play a lot of metal music.
Yeah.
And if you met me at some point at the Love Supreme shows, I'm sure I mentioned it because I'm fucking proud of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like my boys work hard.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Nominate is the band that I'm in.
Fire.
But prior to that, it's been like,
They're the real fucking deal. They played at the Viper Room.
What kind of
That
music?
tripped me out.
actually, I have a show this Sunday.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. But I mean, aside from the point, like you know, the message being is that like all those people that I've met because of music, like always continuously took a huge influence in my teenage years, and that's what I grew up with, man. Playing in bands. Hey, you want to go and play some fucking songs? Yeah, let's play some fucking songs. That's all I fucking did. I'm a collector. I've always been a collector. And that comes from my dad. I remember him always collecting tapes, and he had that tape deck on the.
He's got 2 of my tapes.
Yeah, exactly, man. He was rocking the fucking salsa and the merengues and all that shit,
Man.
and the Metallicas and the Slayers and all the music that I grew up with, and it took a huge influence in my life. You know,
That's dope.
and because of that, because I'm such a fan,
Yeah.
which I always try to consider myself primarily before anything else. I'm a fucking fan, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just a product of what many people have done throughout the ages of time.
Yeah.
And we all are, you know what I mean? And we're just taking influence, and it's just trickling down
Yeah.
for us to be able to make what we can make. You know what I mean? Like what we've learned and how we apply it in our music, you know?
Yeah.
And it's fucking deep. It's deep. Like when you think about it that way, like it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome because then you meet other people that are like-minded. Like these guys, I fucking love these guys, man. As soon as I met them, the first day, like, you know, all of us, I'm sure, had some reservations because we were just getting to know each other. But man, instantly, like
Applebee's.
I'm over the Applebee's.
Applebee's.
We'll get to that story at some point. But
Yeah.
I mean, to answer the question, sorry for the long answer, but like that's what it is. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
what we're here for.
yeah, man. It's
It's a great
music has
answer.
consumed
Yeah, no, it is
entire
because
fucking beat.
that goes off with me saying there's people who like music, there's people who love music, and then there's people who are connected through music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what separates, you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, you listen to hip hop? Yeah, I listen to hip hop.
Right.
Like, hell no, I'm connected to that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever genre
part
that you, it's part of me. You know, like I tell people, I'm like, man, I live a hip hop lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, everything I do is fucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? From the toes all the way to the top of the fucking head.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? So that is a fucking
It's
beautiful
beautiful,
story,
man.
dog.
It's
Yeah.
fucking, it saved me from a whole bunch of shit that I could have ended up
Exactly.
in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad
Yeah.
influences in this world, and I'm a good person. I like being a good person. You know.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if music is my anchor, then that's
Yeah.
what I'm fucking sticking to. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I fucking love it, man.
Amen
And
to
then,
that shit. dog.
yeah, man. And when I meet people that are on that same like trip, it's like, fuck yeah, dude. Like you
Yeah.
understand me, I understand you. You know.
Yeah.
Love it, dude.
Right.
And what about you, Travis?
For me, shouts out, first and foremost, shouts out to my guy Frank over here. He just got
Right.
mad, like intimate. Y'all don't understand. That's a blessing right there.
Yeah.
Frank's
Yeah.
the big brother, bro. He the man.
That's the
OG, huh?
Yeah, he the OG,
The
bro.
OG in this whole situation.
Yeah.
Shouts out. You're not old like that, but this is the big. This is the brother right
Nah,
here.
he's only
you know?
56.
So,
No, I'm just kidding.
this the big brother right here. So it's like it's a blessing to just like have been able to connect with all these folks. I'm blessed to call these cats my brothers, and I only continue to hope to build with them even more deeper. But to get in the short-winded, I'm gonna allow him to do this long-winded. That was beautiful. That was awesome. I'm gonna allow me. Let me just say what I do. My upbringing was dope. You know what I mean? Shouts out to my family for everything that they were able to provide through the good and the bad. Through whatever we had to go through to get where we're at now. It's a blessing. I'm thankful to have always had music in my ear, whether it was through having a lot of my family always had the gospel or some type of this music element in my ear, whether it was pops collecting cassettes or like just having like vinyl and stuff like that, that I thankfully now have that embedded in a collection I started today and I'm still continuing to collect. And I personally just sample from. That's beautiful. So shout out to the family I have, the upbringing wise with that. You know, once again, like I'm a military brat, so I've had a few different places that I've laid my head at. So all the places I've been at, you know, whether they're good or bad, I'm thankful for all the, you know, the lessons I've got from them. You know, it's crazy to even, you know, talk about much on too deep, but you know, I've been through like, you know, tornadoes, hurricanes, you know, I mean, fucking earthquakes, obviously now, and you know, here in California, and you know, it's blessed to, you know, now with epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, that's a crazy thing to live through now out here in Cali. But you know, everywhere I've been at, I've been thankful to at least have like you know, some loved ones around me, my family, my friends, you know, the Most High, obviously, just there to just, you know, somehow guide me towards, you know, something productive, and it's always somehow come back to music. Once again, thankfully to this collective, I've been able to collect, you know, come through all these beautiful individuals I'm around now. Once again, shout out to T. That's one of the deepest bonds I've had in this group. And thankfully, I've known him since I was like dumb young, like the third grade when I first moved to Cali. And that shouts out to him. He helped me kind of have a good ear for stuff when I was young, to just like know what to listen to, what's not so like that was whack and whatnot. So you know what to peep out, and we separated for some time, as all life does. But when we connected, you know, it was dope because, you know, I was taking a break from school and was trying to find myself, and tapped in with music heavily through him and the people I was around, and was able to continue to go back to school and, you know, build a business entitled on music, and trying to build more with, you know, all that with the homies, and get that and going, do whatever I can to help and be an asset with the homies. It's beautiful to be a part of something that's just starting, and be about 10 months, you know, in this shit. We got about a year almost coming up, so I'm looking forward to everything that's coming up. You know, it's fun with all the homies. You know what I mean? We all got so much fun. You know, everyone's talented as fuck around me. I'd be like humbled as fuck every time I step into the room with these cats. It's a beautiful thing. Real shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm just blessed. That's all I can say. All praises for the shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys definitely have a connection, dog. And it's the same thing because like I've been around a lot of cats, you know what I'm saying? I'm 42 years old, dog.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of fucking people, old ass people, young ass people, fucking around my babies every day, you know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
But when I interviewed Plain Jane Records, big ups to Plain Jane Records.
They're the best.
Their connection is like you guys, dog. Like they're like, you know, especially hearing like Galaxy's story.
Yeah.
Like this fool was like out on the streets,
Yeah.
freestyling.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you know, and listening to Wanther and Dulce and everybody, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like it's more than just like the music. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that, and that's exactly why I created the beat table, because yeah, we make beats, yeah, we write lyrics, yeah, we play instruments and shit, but it's so much deeper than that, because what have we fucking been through to get to this point right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, dude. And yeah, you guys are definitely gonna fucking go somewhere. That's for sure.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, hell yeah. So Z, what was it like growing up in your neighborhood?
I mean, for me, you know what I'm saying, I come from a single parent household, you know what I'm saying, I never really knew my father like that. You know, I wouldn't say like I really like grew up on music like that. I was in band for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, like on some nerdy type shit, you know what I'm saying? not even forcefully, you know what I'm saying? Like I was pretty good at the trumpet, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was on my little Louis Armstrong type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, as I got to high school, you know, shit just kind of transitioned to something differently. So, you know, I always been a fan of music. I went through the motions of high school and shit like that. And then I really didn't even want to go to college, but I noticed like all my friends and everybody going to college. So it kind of like made me feel left out, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, like I'm going to miss out on this experience. So I kind of forced myself to go to college. I did that for like a year, came back home, working these little bullshit jobs. And then about 2012, I was working at Target and I met some homies, and they was putting together like a home studio, and they was getting ready to start like making music and shit like that. And they invited me there, and I started getting into like rapping and shit like that. And I put out a project doing that shit, and I just kind of really like fell back in. Like I always was a fan of music, you know what I'm saying? I always listened to music, but as far as like getting involved as far as an artist on the creative side of it, that was kind of where I first took my plunge on that shit. So, you know, I fell in love with at first hearing my voice on the track and just kind of like coming up with different type of music and different little shit like that. And then at some point, you know what I'm saying, living in North Carolina, it only give you so many opportunities there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of felt like it was time for me to make a change. So coming to LA, I felt like was the best opportunity for me. So I have no family over here, no shit like that. It was just my dream and what I believed in. And I made that plunge in March of 2014. You know what I'm saying? So I moved out here. Like I was still doing the rap and shit at first, like I said. And then I ended up linking up with these cats, and then, you know what I'm saying, we kind of had a falling out, and it just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, kind of took my passion away a little bit for the rapping and shit like that, because I was already starting to kind of like feel a little demotivated with the shit, because I wasn't like writing every day like I used to and shit like that. So I kind of took a break after that, and then I kind of just got into producing. I started like looking at a lot of videos. And then I bought the machine. It's the MK3. It's like a little beat machine. And I just started like fucking around, just making like different little bullshit ass little loops and different little things. But just fell in love with the process and just knew this was something that I wanted to do like every day and just like get better at. You know what I'm saying? So I just went through that whole phase, man. And then you know, Speed Up. Like you know, T, you know, like they were saying, man, he just kind of like that guy to just like, you know what I'm saying, just inviting, you know what I'm saying? Don't really matter if he know you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like he just like, if he fuck with your energy and he see something in you, you know what I'm saying, like he gonna show love. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was with me. We rocked the show. Shout out to Organic Beat Sessions. We did that show, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, the homie invited me up, you know what I'm saying? Like they already had the shit going with the Love Supreme. I got involved with that, you know what I'm saying? They asked me to, it was an honor. And, you know, it's been on ever since.
Now you can't go nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro,
stuck
you
like
know what
Chuck.
I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. I want to say too, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? We a collective, we a team, but we all still got our own individual aspirations and dreams, and then ain't nobody stepping on nobody's foot. No shit like that. When we got a different little issue or whatever the case is, we all talk amongst each other and we all able to solve it out. And ain't even no problems with us and no shit like that, just whatever might be going on with somebody else or some shit like that. We all able to bring it to the table and be like, especially when they involve the team and what's going on with a Love Supreme. So it's just like, it's just a beautiful thing just to know like I'm fucking with a dope group of guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and that's what it's about, dude. Like even though you guys met through music, it doesn't mean that that's what the conversation always has to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't always have to be like, oh, what are you working on? Like, hey, well, you know, we're getting like, no, like, hey, how's your day? Like, what's up? How are the kids doing? You know, because that's the kind of conversation we have. There'll be like 3-4 weeks we won't even talk about shit. We're supposed to drop an album. I'm like, I don't want to do it no more.
I had the homie down in my crib last weekend. We were just talking about different relationships and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different type of little love and shit like that. So
and that's what builds that strong foundation, and then you start, you know, building your structure on top of that.
Right.
And that shit's so fucking high.
Yeah.
Right. Like I am right now, secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Like that shit's so high now that there's no way you can knock that shit down because it's so fucking strong. You know what I'm saying? But that's a beautiful thing, dog. Like your guys' story and every producer, beat maker, artist, rapper, whatever, DJ that I interview is just like, damn, dude, like it's dope hearing the story, dude. It's like watching a movie every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like a documentary. That's just dope.
It's sick. It's sick. Like the way I like to look at it is like music and like artists they capture a moment with sound. You know what I mean? And when you hear it, you feel certain things from different types of music and different types of like people.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it's doing. It's like capturing that moment.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool to experience that from many different colors.
Oh
we
yeah.
all have,
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean, musically. Like,
Hell
it's
yeah.
pretty wild.
Yeah. Because you have different types of circles of music.
Right.
There's people that are like political. There's people that are like, oh, fuck, I don't hear like this kind, or I don't fuck with that shit. Or
Right.
and then you have people
Judgmental.
that is like so versatile. It's like, oh shit, what is that? Oh, it's some fucking banjo shit. Oh, what? That shit sounds dope.
Right.
Man.
Like, I probably won't hear it tomorrow, but it sounds dope at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
how he wrote. I mean, Josh has done full fucking. There's been full Black God house full sets. I've heard Frank play all types of 180 BPM shit and fucking fast ass like break beats and stuff, breakcore and shit.
Yeah, when
like
I heard
that.
Frank shit, I was like, this is different.
Yeah, but then also slappers, and also
Yeah.
you know, everyone's making. There's also great jazz sample beats and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and everyone tries to do something experimental in this
hell yeah,
group.
you gotta venture out sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta venture out. You know, that's why you get the hall pass.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing that like, it would be one thing to like go and make beats that everybody's already making, you know what I mean? Which is cool.
Yeah.
If that's your thing, do that shit because
Yeah.
regardless of what you're doing, you're learning,
Yeah.
you know? But once you learn sufficient enough to like be able to incorporate what direction you want to take it in,
Yeah.
like what are you trying to discover within yourself in the music that you're writing, you know? And that's what I appreciate about every single one of these individuals here and anybody that I've met in any scene, any musical scene in general.
So we have a question from Midget Mike. What up, Midget Mike?
Yo,
What's
peace
cracking?
to me.
He said, out of the 6 of you, who spits the best freestyle?
Oh, that's God. Hands down.
Pax or is either Pax or Black Guy?
I'm not good at freestyle.
I think
No, he just wants to know.
Yeah, I think Pax.
He just wants to know. He just wants to
I
know.
think Pax be
I'll
spitting.
give it to God.
Pax be spitting.
I don't freestyle at all. I'll be honest.
I say
He put, who spits the best freestyle? So it's Black Guy, either Black Guy or Pax, huh?
Probably Zelente. I don't know. He was fucking doing rap for
He
so
was a
long.
rapper, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I
say.
didn't even
That's
know
what I
that.
was
That
gonna
shit
say.
was written down, though.
He lied. He's a spitter.
Hey, I'm not going front. Trav be kicking when me God and Trav be making beats. Trav be kicking, God be kicking, and I'll be kicking. So like we be freestyling all the time.
So
we
to be fair, all you guys can spit.
yeah, we
On
probably
a good day.
Who makes good beats and can't spit a little bit? You know, I don't know
Yeah.
anyone that makes beats that can't
Yeah.
catch something.
Well, honestly, like
One of the rhythms.
let's just say 85% of the beat makers like probably started off
yeah,
as like rappers.
or wanting to.
And
you
they were
know.
like, man, I need
Yeah.
beats. So they start making beats.
Yeah.
And then they fall in love with the beats more than rapping. So they're like, fuck
Yeah.
rapping.
That's how I
did it. You know what I'm saying? So Pax, what was it
I
like growing up in your
in Florida, in fucking East Orlando, Florida. It was, I mean, similar to kind of everybody else's story. It's kind of trippy. Like it's a lot of most people I meet. It's real similar, just vibe of like always being into music, kind of being in the family. My dad wasn't really around because he was a fucking alcoholic and musician who was, he was in a like Tool style new metal band back in, I was born in 97. So, whatever that was, early 2000s and shit like that.
Nice.
And but yeah, so he was doing that. He was always in and out of jail when I was a kid. So I was raised by my mom, who was she had me and my sister at like 20 and 22. So that was pretty much most of my life was like growing up, my dad kind of being around, telling me crazy stories and playing crazy music and like blasting it in the car and like, shit like that. And and that was kind of her dad was, my mom's dad was a jazz musician that was that toured. So she didn't really know, like he would come and grab her and take her, and she'd be in, some random city with him in a motel. And, she was just like a baby. Like that was her, like, so, but he was, yeah, he was always gone and out of her life, but I always heard about that and stuff. So I was always into music growing up, heavily, weirdly into hip hop from like a young age. I always fucking loved it, was into it, and like I remember shit that people my age don't remember because they weren't like paying attention at the time. But I'm like, yeah, like 03, Big Pimpin'. You don't remember the music video for Big Pimpin' on Sucker Free Sundays and shit like that. Like and like that's what I was when I was 6. That was what I was paying attention to. And so I'm like, you guys don't remember What's Your Fantasy? That was a fucking great song. Ludacris, like that was on the. So and then so I grew up in Orlando, and then when I was in like middle school and stuff, I was like getting in trouble a lot, and I ended up going to a school on another side of town as a private school as like a scholarship kid. And so I like got to do high school around a bunch of rich kids in just a totally different environment from where I grew up. And a lot of those people are like some of my best fucking friends. I mean, and good people. So, or where I grew up too, it's a very like, we did a lot of coke in high school and stuff like that. Just like, it's a real, kind of intense environment, and I have a lot of friends that didn't really make it out of the energy there that aren't around anymore. But I got really deep into drug from like 8th grade on into drugs and doing all kinds of crazy shit. And then I went away to college, like you were talking about, just because everyone else did it. And I played football for a year, D3. I did stupid shit because I wasn't in control of my life like I am now. Like I'm doing things I want to do. But then it's like all I gave a shit about was just pussy and like getting really fucked up with my best friends, which I still like to do.
I was gonna say, you retired?
No, yeah. No, but now I'm never, but this is the thing. It's like I ended up putting myself in, I kept getting arrested for
You're more
things.
smarter
And
about it now.
well, I live in California and I drink and I smoke weed and I don't drink and drive. So I'm never breaking the law here. You know what I mean? I'm not a criminal here like I was in Florida, doing things and getting into trouble. And I have, like charges in Florida that fucking kind of pushed me into like, oh, you need to focus on, getting a job in audio engineering and stuff like that. And like, just like, not just do rap and because I was already rapping and making beats in high school, but it was like part of a negative lifestyle that I was trying not to live anymore. And I think when I made that decision, like Frank, you were saying something about that earlier, like making that decision was like the most positive thing that's ever happened to me. And now it's like, I work in like subtitling and stuff like that. And like, I get work as a live sound engineer, and I mix everybody's fucking records and masters shit. And I fucking worked on his tape and it was great, so I'm doing things that like, even if music doesn't work out, this has already enriched my life so much, introducing me to all these people and getting into, a creative like day job where, it's like my future is not what it could have been if I just kept getting into trouble and kept fucking,
it took a turn for the best.
It took a turn for the best. And that's now if I'm so fucking happy. I'm living my best life. I love being out here. This is a great thing that's going on. I got other shit going on. Everyone's, doing this and other stuff too. Like everyone's got this going on, but playing another show somewhere else. And
that's good.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's, it's good to be, I came out here kind of on accident. I was just traveling, but like I was staying here for a month around here in like Covina Hills or Rolling Heights area. And, but now that I met all these people and shit like that, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else.
Yeah, you're like, nah, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Turn
a round trip to a one way. Huh?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No hate to where I'm from though. Florida's still great, and Florida still has a great beat scene and shit like that going on. Yeah, there's still crazy shows. Yeah, there still are and still coming up, and guys coming up in that scene too because he pays attention. Yeah. But there's people all over. I was just in Dallas and Houston, and there's shit going on there, and
So when was a Love Supreme established? Like when was it actually established?
10 months ago.
Really?
10, 11 months ago?
July 30th is when we had our first show. So the first show.
Who designed the logo?
I did.
Pack to the sister.
Really?
Yeah.
Pack to
I
the
did the
sister.
I did the hand style just in a notebook, and my sister just she's does digital art. So she was able to trace it
Uh-huh.
and get the lines perfect. Because I don't have
Yeah.
I don't have a that good of a
And then who wrote
freestyle.
Love Supreme in there?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pack.
That's a dope ass logo.
Yeah, it's getting
I
back
like that
into
shit,
graffiti
yeah.
from
Yeah.
being out here because
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
into it as a kid, but then being out here, it's just everywhere. It's so fucking good, and
It's
I
very
take the
catchy.
train a lot too and shit like
Yeah.
that. So I've been studying and doing
10 months. Holy shit.
it. We had fucking T-Dot brought us pretty much all of us to Frank because it was kind of he's the reason we're in the venue
It's Frank.
in the first place, and then reached out to get all of us
So
together.
since then,
It
you
came
guys
together
been
like this.
Rocking the venue thing, like the
Pretty
Love
much,
Supreme?
yeah. And
It was like we were immediately off to the races, putting shit together, getting speakers and stuff like that.
Once again, ties in Applebee's, but like.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It does. It does tie into an app. It does tie into an Applebee's.
Well, I mean, and you know what? Like above that, sincerely, it wouldn't be possible without my wife. Like my wife is the
Nice.
reason that ultimately this is all possible.
Thanks.
And
Hell
God
yeah.
bless her because she's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
She runs a forklift certification company.
Hell yeah.
In that warehouse that we throw the events.
What's the name
That
of
shit's
it? What's the
dope.
name of it, Frank?
Bridgeway Forklift.
Let them know.
So
Training
if
services.
if you guys need forklift certification,
Yeah,
look up
Tap in.
Bridgeway.
please do. Yeah, we are huge believers in delivering service with respect. To
Nice.
our customers, our valued customers that come in and
Yeah.
they're just looking to get certified. They're looking to like learn forklifts.
Yeah.
Like we do all that stuff there, and my lady established that business all on her own for like the last. I think I asked her the other night. And it's like 8 or 9 years. I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
Putting in work, huh?
Yeah,
Split
proudly
business.
woman-owned business. So
Hell yeah.
please feel welcome. We will welcome you with nothing but niceness and respect because that's what we believe in.
Hell yeah.
Like we love helping people in any way that we can. We try to help people get work and stuff like that. So getting back to Love Supreme, it was. I've always done music, and my wife, thankfully, she fell in love with me. Thankfully, she fell in love with me knowing that I do music, right? And like she's always respected that and gives me that space. And in that warehouse, there's so much room in it. You know what I mean?
That
So
shit is dope.
so we were like for years, like no shit, no
The
bullshit.
vibe there is dope.
For years,
Thank
we've
you,
been
bro.
talking about like we got to throw shows, we got to throw events.
Did you go check out what I told you? That graffiti artist Man One?
I did not yet. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't
Yeah.
checked it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
will.
go check him out, dude. That dude's a dope ass graffiti
I mean,
artist.
yeah, I
man.
recall you
Legend.
telling me about it.
Yeah,
That shit was sick, man.
legend. You got
Is he around there or something?
Yeah, he has a like an office space right there.
Oh, really?
And I just seen it when I rode up. It said Man One, and I was like, damn,
I was
this is
tripping
fan.
out that he mentioned that at the last show, man, because I
Yeah.
never realized that he was there.
Like
Yeah,
a warehouse
he's so fun.
studio or something like that?
Probably, yeah,
That's
pretty
cool.
sure.
as a mother.
Right, it'll be
Yeah,
cool to
that's
check that
crazy.
shit out.
Yeah.
hell yeah. Definitely, man.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we've always talked about throwing something. Like, I played in bands or maybe metal shows, and I couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at some point, being on Instagram, I'm just like, following these guys.
Yeah.
And I remember like the first time, I watched the Organic Beat Sessions
Uh-huh.
often.
Yeah,
I
hell
love
yeah.
that shit. I support those.
Shout out
guys too.
Matty
Shout
J.
out Matty
Yeah.
and Taki
It's
and
Keith,
everybody involved. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And I'm a big fan of it. And I remember catching T-Dot's set on it. And I'm
Nice.
like blown away by this guy's music, right? I was smoking weed and I'm like, on my phone, my kid's asleep. I'm like, yes. And I caught his set and blown away, man. And I remember like friending him on Instagram, and we just, again, going back to how nice and kind
Yeah.
this guy is, it
Right.
left a huge impression on me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, man, I don't come across so many people like that nowadays. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah. No, for
and this
sure.
guy's just like open from the beginning, and it was awesome. And we started talking, and at some point, and I don't know if he wants to kind of take on the remainder of the story, but at some point we got together, Yeah, you need to talk for is what I'm trying to get at.
We're gonna get to him right
Yeah,
now. We're
I
gonna
know.
get to him, but that's dope. I thought Supreme was around for a little bit longer than that because, like I said, you guys just seem so connected.
Yeah.
And then he's known Travis for like infinite.
A long time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's
that's just
what-
crazy.
It's a fresh idea. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
even
dope.
that old of an idea. Even it was kind of an instant manifestation.
Yeah.
You know?
That's dope. That's dope. Black guy. What was it like?
I'm a product of music. My mom, she was my mom wanted to be a fly girl. You know the one in Living Color?
Yeah, on Living Color. I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that. Yeah, on
She
Living
was a
Color.
dancer. She wanted to be that.
Damn.
Um, My dad was a jazz pianist.
Nice.
I didn't know him, but I grew up in the church. My grandma told me that I knew how to play the piano.
Oh shit.
She told me that shit, and then she put me in front of a piano, and then
You literally started playing.
I literally started, but eventually I was playing that shit.
Damn, that's dope.
So
she knew, huh?
She knew
something you didn't know.
Yeah, and then I went from there, and I was playing the drums, the piano, and that was pretty much it for a while. And then I got introduced to hip hop.
Nice.
Growing up as a teen, it was cool, but it was a lot of shit going on just to balance it. But even in going through all of that shit, music was always in the backdrop.
Yeah.
Even if I wanted to try to get away from the shit, it was still there. Like I remember going through high school, and like the nigga I was running with was a rapper, and he didn't even tell me.
Oh shit.
Like until one day I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to start making beats again." He was like, "You make beats?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You know I rap," and I was like, "Bro, that's crazy. Like, we've been doing all this crazy ass shit.
What a
You
coincidence.
Didn't even
like
bring
you
it up
didn't even
once.
bring it up one time, bro. Not one time at all. So it's like it's always been there, even in hard times. It's like I've crashed so many laptops, everything, all that, bro. Like for real. Like I started doing this shit when I was 13 with FL Studio.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Like back when they was like talking shit, like when they was talking shit about Ninth Wonder. When they were saying that he couldn't do shit with FL. I was like, I was studying that shit. I was like, how is he doing this shit?
Yeah.
And figuring it out.
Yeah, I love Fruity Loop Star. That's my shit. I will never go off of using that shit.
Shout out Fruity Loops.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I kept building. Eventually, I got to a point where I wanted to stop doing the shit I was doing, so I started making music.
Yeah.
It was 2017 that I like really started dropping shit, and one of my favorite rappers is Currency, so I wanted to take on his byproduct every single month, and I just took on the understanding of like have it ready, know the concept, get it mixed, get it mastered, have it sound good, do the car test, it's out. And just keep that shit going. Don't even think about it. Just keep it going. And I got a lot of shit going. That's why like you can look at my name, but it ain't nothing there. Yeah. I just did it the wrong way. I was like, I did it the right way, but I did it the right way for the people who understand what's going on. Yeah. But I did it the wrong way according to the people who want something from me. Yeah. I didn't care.
Yeah, you're just trying to do it for the love.
Yeah, and
they're trying to get political.
But but the thing is like when people love you, they love you. So they still gonna pour, and they still gonna pour, and they still gonna pour, and that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem. You robbing us now. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you definitely always want to watch your back.
Yeah.
No matter what.
So yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I met T-Dot. It's on Twitter, like just promoting my shit. We start talking, and it was like I don't even know how to explain it, bro. Like
hip hop friends at first sight.
Nah, it was some way deeper than that, bro.
Oh,
it was
shit,
like
nice.
It was like it was crazy. Like, cause I remember like going to his house, driving to his house. It wasn't no problem. It was cool. It was easy. Yeah. He was telling me about his situation, and I was like, I really don't care, because we didn't know each other. Yeah. So like he was just giving me a forewarning or a disclaimer, but at the time I didn't care. I'm from some other
just
shit.
Trying to chill.
Well, I'm trying to create at the time because I'm trying to get back into it because I don't want to get into some other shit. Yeah.
Distracted
you feel me? And T-Dot was that opening. Yeah. He was like the only opening because everybody was like touchy-feely with me.
All in their feelings and
shit. Yeah. So T-Dot was it. So T-Dot was that way. And after I met him, we cooked up in a hotel room. And from there, It was me, him, Trav, his brother, and a couple. I mean, his dogs. Like everything was there. Everything was there, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, from that point it just blossomed. I remember him telling me about the situation, and I told him like this is just the beginning of the story. And I didn't really know like what the fuck I was saying, but I knew what the fuck I was saying.
Yeah.
Like I knew we had something. I knew we could progress forward, and I knew that we had kinship. Like it's like me and T-Dot, like if you like a swordsman or a sensei, it's like finding another sensei that you
Another
actually
master. at
yeah,
his craft.
one that you respect though.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
one that you have to fight or battle or
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of that shit. One
It's
that
gonna
you
be a
can,
competition.
yeah, regardless, because it's just
Yeah.
the character of swordsmanship.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's not like it wasn't hard to notice like where I was, because
Yeah.
I'm big on like philosophy and
Yeah.
understanding the spirituality of things and
Yeah.
energy and vibration and all that shit. So even meeting him and knowing where I was going, where I was headed, where I was coming from, and I know the other direction, and
Yeah.
I'm looking at this dude and he's telling me about some stuff that I really don't really care about right now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like get to it, and then after that, I go back home, and then all of a sudden I'm back in the same. Like me and him are talking on the phone because I'm back because that didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That didn't work. So I'm back now at home, and yeah, talking to him, chopping it up with him. He giving me ideas. I'm like, yeah. Okay, all right. And I remember telling myself, I just need to get to LA.
Yeah.
I just need to get to
Where
LA.
where was home at?
In Ohio.
Oh, you ended up going back over there.
Yeah, that's what I said. The distractions,
Oh,
that shit didn't work.
Yeah.
Like when I did go see him, it was cool, an idea,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the time yet.
Oh shit.
So I had to go back.
Damn.
So after that, yeah, I kept talking to him, kept chopping it up with him. Eventually, I had a situation where I had to come out here, and he was like,
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. And then not only that, but just knowing that you're being accepted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what the fuck's going on. Like, you know, because some people like they'll accept you, but then they'll hold that shit over you. You know what I'm saying? But once you're like fully accepted, and you know that there's a person that understands you and shit, then it's like, oh, I feel comfortable. Because you definitely got to find comfort, dog. Because without comfort, you're just like walking like fucking eggshells.
You always,
so you know what I'm saying? Like
it's fight or flight all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
trust me, I know. I've been having massive panic attacks for 17 years. There's so much shit that this shit stops me from living my full potential. And he actually got to witness it on a live interview. I mean, on a virtual interview. And he's like, "What?" I was like, "For the whole interview, I was having a panic attack. I felt like dying, bro. I don't know if anybody knows about panic attacks and shit, but I've been suffering that shit for like 17 years. And yeah, like you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? You have to, no matter what you do, dog. But
yeah,
dude.
So yeah, I got here, and I really got humbled.
Yeah,
I got humbled fast, really fast. Really fast, but music was there again. It wasn't nothing else but that. And creating with Trav, creating with T-Dot, it flipped my whole perspective, because where I'm from, it's like South shit, trap shit, hard shit all the time. Maybe
like,
some
have to do that.
It's that's the question.
Right.
But even in understanding your background, you know where you come from. Like I just told you, I'm from gospel, jazz, funk type shit. You feel me? I'm from Ohio. Like they teach us about Heat Wave and Funkadelic, all that shit in school. Because that's like our landmarks. So we know about them like in like 2nd, 3rd grade. You feel me? So after understanding that and understanding I can like just create, I can be an artist. I can paint you feel me? Boom, bro. That shit went crazy.
Once you find yourself and you admire yourself and you love yourself, and you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I know who I am now. That's when your creativity, dog, is gonna be like fucking skyrocket, bro.
That shit nice now, bro.
Absolutely.
And that's good that you're saying that, because that helps me understand why you're so great at what you do. And I've heard your beats and shit, you know, and I'm like, okay. And that's what's dope about this shit. And hearing his story, helps me understand why his shit's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know, and this is a beautiful thing, dog. It's fucking dope. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But hell yeah,
Yeah.
damn, that's dope. Dog. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad
I'm
I'm
glad
here
you're
too,
here.
bro.
I'm glad you're still creating, and I'm glad that you know you didn't have to go back again
Yeah.
because maybe that one time would have been,
Yeah.
you know, the worst time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, like I say, man, shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, for real.
Some people don't like to,
Yeah.
you know, believe that.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm a true believer of that
Yeah,
shit
I
because
know,
I've had a lot
yeah.
of fucked up shit happen to me, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm glad all that shit happened because
Yeah.
that's why I'm here right now.
That's right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, good shit,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
But hey, Black
Yeah,
God, that's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, man. That's what's up. So,
T
T-Dot.
Yo, peace, yo. How y'all living? How
Scoot
y'all
up, scoot
feeling?
up. Don't be scared, dog. I don't bite.
No, I just like to be in the shadows. I like the darkness. The master of the darkness. You know what I'm saying? What was the question, though, my brother? If you don't mind me asking.
What was it like growing up, man?
Man, what was it like growing up? That's such an intricate question, yo. There's so many ways to go about that. But it's in music, so the first thing I could remember musically is like being put to sleep for like naps and shit by my mom playing like the Art LeBeau show. Like that was like her shit. She used to put me to sleep like 2, 3 years old, 4 years old. So she said I used to ask for it. I don't know. I don't really remember. That shit, that's real long ago. But and then on the weekends she used to play a lot of Sade and Janet Jackson and a lot of Shaka Khan and yeah, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross,
Yeah,
and all
Mama
that
had
shit.
flavor.
Yeah,
that's dope.
she's where I got the soul. She the Mexican part of me. My pops is Swedish, so Swedish and German. He from Iowa, but he played a lot of like Black Sabbath and shit like that. Leonard Skinner and fucking Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix and all
Also
that
good
shit.
music.
So yeah. I think that's the first time I got introduced to the smell of herb too, because that garage used to be locked, but those fumes used to be fuming.
You're like, what's dead in here?
Yeah.
He's on that joint that I just smoked.
But I think that was the introduction to music. Growing up was kind of interesting because like I don't really have full memories of growing up in Anaheim. I just remember going to school, little things here and there, but that's honestly just trauma based. I really remember my life when I moved to Menifee. That's kind of where like I guess you could say consciousness taking place, or like the sense of me having a sense of replaying shit back in the day. That was, yeah, growing up with my grandmother was everything, because my mom was on some other stuff, and she was like my mom's, so like she was pretty much raising me, my older brother, my little brother, and my sister, just off Social Security. So it's just like off,
putting in work. Huh?
Yeah, she was a beautiful woman. But all that to
Well,
say,
she had to be. Look at how she raised you. Positive as fuck.
But it's
that shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, she had the true Cinderella story. Like, not even to get all into it, but like her mom passed away at like 4 or 5, and her dad gave her into like foster home. So like she got into a family, and they treated her like Cinderella. So she was waking up like 4 o'clock in the morning, picking eggs, making tortillas, like making breakfast, getting ready for school, all that shit. So she was like a loving woman, but very stern, like very love you, but get your shit together.
Give you the chancla, huh?
Yeah, for real. Like, so that's where I learned unconditional love. Her and my mom, like going through adolescence and shit. Like music came back to me when one of my best friends I met out in Menifee at the end of like 7th grade, Raymond Ray Clef, that's his MC name. He was one of the illest out there. And then I met the homie Kevin Jerome, who's one of my brothers. He lives out in Texas right now. And then pretty much started getting into music and helping them on some manager shit, just because they were so gifted. Not just because they were my friends, but like as an individual that grew up on hip hop and funk and all that shit. Like, I was really like, damn, these motherfuckers is nice. Plus they were like, we all came together from a different area. They're from South Central and Watts. I'm from Anaheim, and we just all met like within probably like 4 or 5 years. So we all got together, started making music. We started a collective. Things started falling apart just due to life. And then like we kind of grew apart. We came back together, met up with my brother Pilla, and that's where you get like 777s. Rest in peace to him. That's when things kind of shifted. Is like when he passed, we all separated for a bit. I started getting the music real heavy back in 2017. That's kind of when I met God. That's when my grandmother passed too. So my best friend passed and my grandmother passed. Travis was living with me. My best friend at the time was living with me. Then the next year I got evicted from my grandmother's place because of foreclosure. I was taking care of my family at the time. So me and mom's, my little brother, was kind of like couch surfing, motel surfing, met up with God for one day. We were trying to link up some more. He ended up going back to his state, Ohio. We ended up continuing to link up. He came up out here when I ended up being able to get a place for my mom and my little brother, just taking care of everything. And he's my roommate now. Pretty much we do what we do. I don't want to get it's a heavy motion. Honestly, 2017 to 2020, like if anyone want to sit there and speak about the reason I am why I am the way I am, is because at one moment I didn't even like the way I am. Like, I really looked in the mirror and was
Reflection.
Bro, I looked in the mirror and told myself, I was like, you have no spirit, Doug. And was really just beating myself up. And then like I shifted that whole shit around and I'm just like, bro, all that shit is just, it's all mental. It's all mental. It's just all trauma. It's all pain. Like, just let that shit go. Ask yourself why you feel uncomfortable. Love yourself. Actually love yourself. Not just sit there and be positive just because it's the cool shit. Like, sit there and ask yourself some shit so you could actually be there for people. That's why I'm transparent. That's why, you know, all these people would sit there and tell you who I am, is because I know who I am. So therefore I present that to them, in a sense of letting you know, like, I'm you. Whatever you fuck with in me, that's what you fuck with in yourself. Just keep doing that, dog.
Like, the energy you carry and shit.
Yeah. But
that's crazy.
25 is when I started making music. So I'm about to be 31 on Sunday. 6 years ago, I started doing my shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you're 31? The fuck you drink?
Titty.
Looks like he's 18 years old and shit. What the? I thought you were gonna say I'm 21. I've been making music since I was 15.
No, that's
a bunch of young ass fools. You're old as fuck. How old are you?
67. No,
like, damn, you look good for 67.
I'm 39, man. I'm turning 40 this year. You
20s? All 20s. Yeah, I'm 26.
26.
I'm 34.
34.
I'm 26. Too.
26.
I'm 1 million years old.
A million. I believe you.
Older than the earth.
He's talking about sword fighting and shit. I was like, he's an old cat. Yeah. Hell yeah. No, that's good, man. Shit, I'm old as fuck. Yeah, that's great. But that's good, man. Like I said before, dude, like once you find yourself, it's like the best feeling ever, dude.
Forever.
Yeah.
It's an everyday journey. It's an everyday journey, because there's some days where I'm just like, dog, I don't want to do shit, bro.
Yeah.
But then there's some days where I'm just like, let's do everything, bro. Yeah. Like, so it's just a grace. I just give myself grace because I want to give everyone around me grace. Like, I'm human.
I've lost a lot of good people in my life recently. In the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Same.
I met a guy at an Amazon warehouse, and we literally fell in love on some homie shit like the first fucking day.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And we worked like every job we went to, we went together.
Yeah.
If they ran him out, I went with them.
Yeah.
If they fired him, I was like, man, fuck you.
Right,
Damn, I went with him. I was like, let's go get another job. Yeah, he was the homie. He was the brother, you know? And he was a youngster. I was like, 40 years old, and he was like 24. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was on some gangster shit. I was on some dad shit. You know what I'm saying? He was a great father as well.
Yeah.
He was a great father, but he was like, if you fucked with him, like he's about that business.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'd rather just go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he fucking took a drug for the first time and never fucking made it out of the situation that he was in, and he passed away.
No, my
Rest in peace to Watts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you learn how to appreciate and love yourself and do all that stuff, like to me everything is so much more easier.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because then people around you start catching that vibe and they're like, shit, like, well, fuck, maybe I could talk to him, you know, and maybe he could help me out and what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Or I could just feed off of his energy and I'll be great and not the situation not be so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, loving yourself is fucking number one, dude.
Absolutely.
Like I always tell my kids, if I can't love myself, I can't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I feel
Facts.
like a piece of shit, then
I'm sorry.
how are you guys gonna see me? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like a fucking piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
That's like an everyday effort. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hard to
Exactly, brother.
Push yourself.
Yeah.
Say, hey, look, like, especially if you're like with your families and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be there for them. You know?
Yeah.
And that starts with taking care of everything within you,
yeah,
physically, emotionally, mentally, and it does wonders to everything else because it trickles down.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
Especially as conductors of energy, like we all hold our own sense of energy and how we conduct it. Like it all starts within ourselves. So therefore, the accountability for anything that feels uncomfortable or comfortable comes back down to self-worth.
yeah,
So therefore, the questions come to why I feel this way. What is going on within myself to make me feel uncomfortable?
yeah,
The blame comes from the fact that we don't see ourselves, so it's easy to project upon the next person that we see instead of sitting there and peeping a reflection of the mirror and be like, "Oh shit, that's T-Dot." Like,
yeah,
That's the same kind of
Yeah.
fork in the road almost in everybody's story that
Yeah.
is told too, where it's like it coincides with also getting into your own style of music and figuring out your kind of own lane
yeah.
was also that shift and like just a positive overall, from there to now kind of
Yeah.
story where it's like, yeah, that was the old me was not in alignment
Right.
with the vision.
Right.
Because once it's like if you're in alignment with the vision, you don't care where you are on that railroad track.
You just driving.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just go, but you're in alignment. You're doing things that you want to be doing.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I would like people are like, man, if I could go back 10 years, I'll change. I'm like, nah, don't
No.
change that shit, dog, because I wouldn't have met you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like butterfly effect. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like if you change that one moment,
Yeah.
like
Everything's different.
more
Ashton
than likely,
Kutcher.
we're not gonna know each other. We're not gonna be acquainted, or we're not gonna be friends or become brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. So it's like, hell no, I wouldn't change shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change shit. I'm good where I'm at. I'm balanced.
That's actually the case because like when me and God was supposed to link up, like I was so insecure about my situation that I called cuz I think he was like halfway through and I was just like, bro, like I don't even want to sit there and have you come through. He's like, what do you mean? Like I had to sit there and explain to him and that's when he was just like, no, it's all good, bro. We just gonna kick it, have fun, make beats, whoop de whoop. Like
Yeah.
I was just like, you don't give a fuck. He's like, nah, I'm okay. You good? And I was like, I'm good.
Man.
Like, so if he sat there and was just like, you sure? Like, I'm not gonna come through.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Questioning that shit.
Yeah, there wouldn't be this.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be
Yeah.
this. A lot of these conversations.
Acceptance.
Right.
Accepting whatever.
A lot of these
Whatever happens,
conversations come from what me
Are
and
you down to ride or not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are you down to ride or not? What's gonna happen? I don't know. All right, shit, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. But yeah, so Magic Mike. I was watching Magic Mike Double XL with my girl the other day. Midget Mike,
Bro, what?
asked her- yeah, it was. Man, if I was in a stripper,
That could have been me.
that could have been me, man. Magic Ray. He was asking, what was the first album you purchased with your own money? That's actually a good question.
That's a good question.
I got
Oh, shit.
it's a stack. It was when I was 11 and I bought a CD that was something that was on the radio at the time and I bought it with my mom and it was an edited version and I brought it to my dad's like place where he was crashing because he didn't have a place to stay at the time and his friends were there and they listened to it and he like made me feel like such an idiot. He was like, what is this? And then so I really wanted my dad to go take me to Park Ave CDs, which is like in Winter Park in Florida. That's like that was a CD store that stuck around when everything closed down. It's like a record shop and shit like that. But I bought fucking Enter the 36 Chambers, Illmatic, The Further Adventures of Lord Quaz, which was I only was put onto because of
That's
Tony
my
Hawk
shit.
Underground. It's like my favorite album ever.
Yeah, that's my shit.
And
right
then
there.
one more. I don't remember the last one, but it was like
So those were the first ones you purchased with your money.
yeah, those were the first ones I remember that I kept and I
Nice.
hung on to because I think I had other like I bought some before, but they didn't count. They weren't. That was the first unedited, and so it was like the first real album where it wasn't like some shit with my mom where she was like,
Yeah.
"You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get this one."
Because
Because I had 50 Cent. Yeah, because I remember being like buying like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying,
Right,
and
Which was
the
a good
Eminem
album.
show.
Which was a good album.
It's the best ever.
Yeah,
I fucking that's one of
love
my
that
favorites of all time.
Yeah.
And yeah, and getting it because I was like 7 or something.
Yeah.
She's like, we're not listening to this in the car together, like, you know, because shit was fucking.
So it's a window shower.
Yeah, it was Eminem. I think it was because there were some weird fucking dark lyrics that's like hard to explain to a 7-year-old in like in that era of.
Probably would have been Eminem.
Yeah, so she like
Yeah.
she took it out, and I had an Eminem CD. My grandma fucking made me
Bro,
throw
dude.
it away
Yeah.
or something.
She
Yeah,
like, this is why
my
I'm crazy.
Jewish, yeah, she's
That's
she was
crazy.
awesome. She's great. She's a lovely
Frank,
woman.
what was the first album you purchased with your?
I know, man. I really put some thought into it because I'm like, fuck, dude. I've bought so much fucking music,
Yeah.
so much fucking physicals that like to retrace it back to that point. But I want to say, I think this might be a safe answer. Is that I remember Rage Against the Machines, the first full length that they did with
Yeah.
the Burning Monk on
Yeah.
the cover.
Yeah.
That I remember buying
Battle,
that at a
Battle of
very
Los
young age.
Angeles.
No, it was even before that. Like it
Oh,
was like
shit.
their first official
Yeah.
album. I think Battle of Los Angeles is like their third full
Oh.
that they did. I think
Was
it
that
one
in the
like
80s?
Cartoon Kid on there?
that even before that.
Oh,
So
Evil
like, yeah, I think
Empire
it
was like
like
96. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it came out in like 92. I
Oh
wanna
Right.
say.
shit. Yeah.
So I remember buying it physically at like a warehouse music that we had like around the corner of
That's
our
dope.
apartment that we lived in. And then I think a Nirvana CD.
Hmm.
I want to say like the unplugged version.
Yeah. Never mind.
I don't remember which one specifically.
The unplugged one is sick.
It's sick,
you
dude.
know?
Oh yeah,
Fuck,
great
yeah.
music. It's
That
like
guy was
timeless.
that
You
guy
know
was
what I
an
mean?
amazing fucking
Yeah.
singer.
But I think like I mean I give a lot of credit to like obviously I mean I'm into metal, right? But I fucking love hip hop, man, and I
Yeah.
always have. But I was so into metal, learning it and
Yeah.
playing and like practicing that craft that I kept hip hop as like a low key thing for myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I've always fucking loved it, man. Like I fucking got down with Tribe, Gangstar, all that shit,
Yeah.
man. Like that's what I grew up with. I was
Yeah.
alive during those eras of all that stuff coming
Yeah.
out, and I remember seeing it on MTV and like really getting into like different things. But like metal was the musical journey for so long, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't up until these recent times where like now we got like, you know,
Yeah.
people are making their own music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of producers that are really fucking talented, man. Like
Totally.
amazing. Like and
Yeah.
I'm in fucking love with all of it, dude.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
seriously,
No,
like,
me
there's
too.
nothing that I can hear that I'm like, and I'm not even like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
dude, I pop in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, respect.
Dude, I don't care if you're making it on your phone. I don't care if you're making it on like it's like I'm hearing you, you know?
Yeah, like
And
people
it's interesting.
people get too into that. They're like, oh, you don't use this, or you don't use that. I'm like, dude, in my heart, as long as you're creating, I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
you use.
No, yeah. You're
To
pulling
me,
the sound.
it's your passion. It's your
Yeah.
passion. It's everybody has their own way of creating, you know, the
Exactly.
passion and shit. So it's like people use spray cans, people use pencils, people use fucking dirt on the fucking ground to create
Yeah.
portraits. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like the same thing with music, dude. Like I don't care what you use, dude. Like you know, like the first time I heard Third Child using his phone,
Yeah. Oh,
On
dude,
koalas.
that guy
Yeah.
is
I'm like,
amazing.
what
dude.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Music I've heard from him is
You know what I'm
great.
saying?
Yeah.
Like to me, that shit is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
dog. It's dope.
Skill.
You know,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no facts.
Travis. What
First
was the
record.
first record you purchased with your own money?
Yeah. I think once again I got blessed with a bunch of records and cassettes, thankfully to the family. But the shit I remember, first record I remember purchasing was the Sarah Vaughan record. I don't remember the title, but it had this song that I always remember. I sampled Dummy, "Make Yourself Comfortable," a Dummy heavy record. Shouts out to Sarah Vaughan, and then Frederick Chopin is a classical music record.
Nice.
He had a lot of that record specifically had a lot of the nocturne, excuse me, from The Pianist. I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie with Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
So that a lot of those records were on that record.
Oh shit.
And so those are the first 2 records I remember personally buying myself. And those shits, definitely the start of a heavy, hobby that I still continue to this day. I have a heavy collection. I literally went out of my way to purchase and build a new bed that's like a raise so I can have the dummy vinyl. I'm sleeping above, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sleeping on, how to rearrange my whole bedroom into a new studio so I can have records overall, everything around me, everything I need. I got cassettes, the bass, the guitar, all that.
What else would you want to wake up next to?
Obviously, a bad woman, you know what I mean, from Spain, you know what I mean, but I'm not gonna
From
do that.
Spain?
Yeah, from anywhere.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
guess what? We have
Yeah.
fans from the beat table that are from Spain. So one of their sisters or primas might be watching. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna have to be out your way soon.
Hey, we might do a Love Connection beat table version. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got some homies out that way in Madrid.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we had Il Flottant from England at one of our shows. This is the end of his U.S. tour. Was in fucking Ontario, California. Great.
See, what was the first record you purchased with your money?
Man, that's crazy that Pax brought up the Eminem show because I was actually on a family reunion trip in Tennessee and had like snuck away from my family to go to this record shop because it was actually the first album I was buying on my own, and it was the first parental advisory. So the cussing and that shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my first one. And I just remember having it in the headphones on the way back and just, you know what I'm saying, blasting that shit. Yeah, that's definitely one of his best albums, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my first one, the Eminem show, man.
Eminem,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, that
Pre
guy.
2005.
Yeah.
Right.
Infinite.
Infinite,
Yeah, you
yeah.
feel me,
Bro, I had a
Yeah.
this is the first bootleg that I ever got from like just online, like early, like fucking random trying to find this Infinite. It wasn't in production. You couldn't get it anywhere.
That was crazy.
When I was in middle school, and it was like a burn CD with Infinite, and then all this the scam shit that Eminem did before 1996.
Yeah.
And fucking early D12 things that were like demos and like all of these freestyles. And it was I lost it. Fucking broke in my car or something like that.
What was it? iPod Nano, iPod Shuffle? What was you had it on?
No, it was a CD. It was
the CD was my
so I ordered it online and it came, and it was that. So all of these like rare Eminem cuts that I can't find it anymore. I don't know where half that shit is.
You know what's crazy? I didn't hear Infinite for the first time till like way after being an Eminem fan.
Yeah, well,
Like,
no one
way
knew about
after,
it. It
'cause
wasn't.
The first time I heard of Eminem was through Ruckus Records. What was that? Sound Bombing? That was the first time I heard of Eminem.
Was that before any of the stuff with?
Yeah, way before all that. It was like in the.
Shit was
It was like in '96.
Yeah, like Outsiders. And
Yeah, it was
stuff
from
like
like
that.
'96.
Yeah. Well, this is that era, so that's when I didn't know about any of that shit.
Oh, really? Oh shit. Yeah, so I didn't
Detroit
even know
days and shit
Infinite
like that.
until when I heard it, I was like, God damn.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this was sicker than I thought.
Yeah. 96, 97, 99, best rapper.
Yeah.
I think I heard that era.
You were, to me,
And then
he was
after
definitely
that-
killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely killing it. Black God,
Yeah.
what was the first album you purchased with your money?
Okay, so I had to make the money first, and then and
Oh,
then
I hope you didn't rob a bank.
Nah, but I didn't get a chance to like choose. It was kind of like I had choices in front of me, and they was like, "Which ones do you want?" And I was like, "I want these three," and it was Low End Theory, Doggy Style,
Ooh.
and Illmatic.
Yeah.
Damn, what a selection.
Yeah, like it was my uncle's stuff.
Oh, so he said you could have any of these.
and I had to pay him.
He charged you for it.
Taxed you?
That's why I said I had to make the money first.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Which is good because it taught you.
Yeah.
It taught you. It
This
taught
is
you,
a free.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
dope. That's crazy.
because I only wanted his shit.
Yeah, he had the dope shit.
You
Right.
feel me?
I feel you.
He had
Yeah,
everything.
the dope shit.
He had everything.
Does he still collect?
Yeah.
So he has. So okay, I have a cousin named David, right? We call him Brown Lavender, right? Yeah, he's a big, sexy motherfucker, right? And this was the first guy that I seen with a fucking Bible of CDs, dog.
Yeah.
This dude had. You want to talk? I'm pretty sure he was exactly like your uncle. This guy had a crazy collection of fucking music.
That's
Dude.
crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, "You still got those?" He's like, He's like, "I lost them." I was like,
Damn.
They all
Damn,
broke.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Records are still around, even tapes if you
Yeah,
keep the case, but
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
CDs.
I'm like, how you gonna lose all that amazing music? You know what I'm
CDs
saying?
break. So
Man,
Yeah.
CDs break.
Yeah, damn, that's dope. All right, well,
Yeah.
peace to Unc. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, peace on for real.
Yeah. T-Dot,
Yeah.
what was the first record you purchased?
The first record I remember I purchased was 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's a good one.
Tom keeps coming up.
I remember just listening to that shit in my Walkman on my way to 5th grade, like the whole fucking year. And that was my shit over and over and over. So like at one point, like I probably knew the whole thing back and forth, but
Yeah.
not anymore. Yeah.
Hell
It'll
yeah.
come back. It's easy to
21
see when you
question.
look-
No,
Yeah.
Well, I'm older than you guys.
no.
The first tape.
Yeah, what you got? What's the first one?
tape I
Yeah, what was
purchased
yours?
was KRS One single "Step Into the World."
Yeah.
Yeah, with the instrumental
That's a
acapella
bad-
and the act. It was like a radio edit and a regular. And I was. It was actually at Norwalk Records, and my older brother was into music, and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go inside here and look at music." And that was the first shit that I seen. I was young as fuck, and I seen that cover, and I was like, "I want that one." And it was KRS One. And then the next one was Wu-Tang, and that's when I really fell in love.
36
Was that 36 Chambers?
36
That's
Chambers,
crazy.
dog.
That's a wild cut.
Cassette. I had that cassette till I was like 19
So
years
dusty.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it finally broke because my Sony Walkman
Damn.
ate that shit up and ripped it.
Damn.
I was mad.
Did you used to go to Santa Fe? The Santa Fe saw me.
Yeah, I still do.
Hey, that
I
shit,
still do,
classic.
for the micheladas and the live music and shit. I actually just bought Richie Valens vinyl from there the last time I was there.
That's my abuela shit, yo.
No,
Yeah, she love that joint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, what? Some Richie Valens? I was like, I'm copying that shit.
Need to pop up.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
for sure.
actually,
chops in
I
there
got
for sure.
a variation. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they hit you up like, yo, you trying to pop up at Santa Fe?
Yeah, let's roll.
On
man.
some ballads.
Yeah.
That shit
We
classic.
like to go over there and sip. We
Yeah.
like to go and sip, walk around with some micheladas
Yeah.
and shop a little. But we don't.
Yeah.
We hardly buy anything. The only time we'll buy something is
Yeah.
like if we see toys that the kids like. You
Yeah.
know, like my son collects Ninja Turtles.
Okay, sure. Shouts out to Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's the classic shit growing
Yeah,
up. Classic.
yeah.
shit.
And
No-
then,
Yeah.
what's that doll? It has like a scary face. What is that shit called? Wookie or some shit?
What the?
A
That's
doll?
some new shit?
Yeah.
Chucky?
No, it's scarier than Chucky.
Oh, shit.
You never seen it? You have kids? It's called Wookie. It's like
That sounds bugged up.
and it has like sharp teeth and it looks all scary.
Oh shit! Nah,
You never
that
seen
sounds
it?
familiar.
Yeah, my daughter's all into that shit.
For real?
Yeah,
Hey, man, I'll check it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. no,
So-
I've never heard of it.
At all,
So how did you come up with top of what is it? Top of topiary?
Burn
Burn
the
the
topiary.
topiary.
Burning, yeah.
Yeah, burn the topiary. So
Burn
Top
that,
of the
burn that
topiary.
shit.
yeah, you gotta burn. So it's a stupid story. Dude. Like my friends, we're the type of friends. We're the type of best friends that like to poke fun at each other. You know what I mean? So like my friends would always refer to me as a tree. I'm tall as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just hating because I'm taller than them. You know? I love you fuckers.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So they always used to refer to me as a tree. A topiary.
Thank you, bro.
Oh yeah.
A topiary is when you shape a tree into like the shape of an animal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what topiary.
So like you
is.
see that shit in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, pretty
where
much.
they
They got dolphins.
trim
and
it.
shit,
Yeah.
bushes
Oh, that's
and
a
shit like
That's a
that.
topiary.
So
Yeah.
burn the topiary.
Yeah,
So burn that tree.
Right. Right. So
That's
burn
kinda
that
hard,
topiary.
yeah,
So
that's
like
cool.
the way I
That's
came
some
about the name
mathematics
is
right
like
there.
It's metal as fuck. Yeah. It sounds like a death
no,
band.
It's funny. I say it lightheartedly. Like I'm not trying to clown myself or nothing like that. But like the concept that I put behind it is that like we're all like trees, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're human beings,
Yeah.
right? We're like trees because we grow wildly. Like we're meant to be just wild. Like,
Right,
right?
yeah.
And society and teachings
Shapes
and
you.
influence of the world
Yeah.
shapes you like a topiary, right?
Right. That's
Bars.
crazy.
So
On top of
but the concept behind it is that we want to burn that so that your true self can
Yeah.
fucking come out
Right.
and do your shit, right? Like so that's what burn the topiary means.
Wow.
Man, that's dope.
Break it
I
down.
can't believe I
guys.
never asked.
I didn't even know that's what you called that.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
knew that I would always see fucking shaped trees, like they'd be trimming that
Yeah.
shit, you know.
Yeah.
Edward
And then-
Scissorhands.
So now I know
Yeah.
it's a topiary.
That should be fly. It's
That's the
like,
product
man,
of
I want
smoking
my shit
so
like
much.
that.
You get a Wu-Tang symbol like that.
That's funny.
So what's your alias?
Yo, my alias, I go by Jet Lag Trav. You know what I mean? Not
Jet Lag Trav.
Jet Lag Trav. Your name is Travis, is my name, but I go by Jet Lag Trav. I got
So how'd you come up with that name?
got that through my brother Tyler. Shouts out to him. Back when I was younger, you know, like circa 2010, 2015, 2005 type shit. We used to like just freestyle all over random stuff and have fun. And we were like, oh, let's like come up with some names and stuff. And I ended up coming up. Both of us come up with Jet Lag Trav because thankfully I've been blessed to travel a lot to random places.
Yeah, you were
And
saying that. Yeah.
So I've been, thankfully to Europe. I got
That
family out
makes
in Europe.
sense.
I got been East Coast, South. Cali, obviously, been in Hawaii. All praises to the Most High. I'm trying to continue travel. I'm trying to have eventually have the Love Supreme like traveling as a
Mhm.
group. Get that coordinated. We'll always have a little group trip somewhere, even if it's not even too far. I mean, we can do a little local, little road trip to Oregon or something. Have some fun. Washington, somewhere we've never been, but stuff like that. That's kind of what came into the name, the way the Jet Lag Trav came into fruition. Just traveling a lot, and yeah, that's mainly that. Just my name's Trav, so jet lag. You get jet lag
Yeah.
from being traveling a
Traveling,
lot,
yeah.
flying in the skies, or
Damn,
I
that's
mean,
dope.
my name's Trav, so that's how it came into the picture. But yeah, that's the main picture. It's pretty cool. Since then, I really don't really write anymore. I used to write poetry and have fun with the rhymes and stuff. But,
Yeah.
after living again, we talked about it multiple times. Living with T, circa 2017, I kind of like was more catapulted towards just pick up the instruments and having fun and creating my own like beats myself. And having my own type of sound and voice, and still trying to hone that and find that as I continue to grow, as all of us are. But yeah, it's just a fun thing. Jet Lag Trav is my name. But yeah, Jet Lag Trav is mainly for like production. You know what I mean? You might hear Travis Farmville for like you ever see some strings or bass on some random stuff, but both of them just me. So piece together. Yeah.
He jams a mean bass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to hear that.
That's like assembly line.
I know. So Z, what's your alias?
So my full producer name is Seiko Zalente. So basically, I be on some high shit. So basically, how I came up with that name was Seiko is the watch.
Mm.
To me, Zalente represents a piece of art. So to me, it's timeless art. Is what it is.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys are way too smart for me. Though.
Yeah, I keep it short for
Just pick some simple ass shit.
Zalente. But yeah, that was the philosophy behind me coming up with that name. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. And
Yeah.
Seiko makes dope ass watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Damn. Okay, I like that. That's
Mine's easy because that's Pax is my name. My name is Paxton. It's like my dad's middle name was Pax. My mom calls me Pax, like people that are close to me.
Yeah.
And your boy Pax. Oh, I was originally Pax when I started. Like I had like rap albums out on SoundCloud and shit like
Yeah.
that. Not albums, but you know what I mean, and songs and shit like
No
that.
projects.
And I was making beats, and I was always produced by Pax and shit like that. And when I really got into putting out beat tapes and stuff, there's so many of them that I took my producer tag at the time, which was your boy Pax on that track, bitch, and it was fucking. And it was just like people. Oh yeah. Some of that shit's still on SoundCloud. Some of that shit, Then the Xanax days. Yeah, no. You believe me? It was just fucking everything was. I mean, who else would have? You know what I mean? It was just. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's when I was just recording for anybody, and I was in Tallahassee, Florida, like just meeting people fucking on SoundCloud or like off the street, like people just like freestyling on corners and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, come do this.
That's funny.
I was just recording anybody, but also it's like your friend Paxton, your boy Pax. Like that's I think that's like it's a pretty accurate description of me. I'm your boy Pax. I'm a nice guy.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, he is that guy.
There's everything, bro. The bro, like legit. If he hasn't said it already, bro, bro does engineering, bro, mix master, bro, like
He's a math
raps.
scientist.
He produces.
I got a
whatever
plugin
he do,
out.
bro.
I got 3 plugins out. I've
plugins,
written.
all that.
I'm in the
Pax
C plus.
delay
That's what I've been doing all week
Come
is
on
C++ and getting in the juice code, trying to do a
Yeah.
full VST outside of the way I've been doing it before, which is kind of cutting corners and stuff. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
bro.
I see it. I see his. I'm always stalking his Instagram. And
Doing
shit,
weird
Wizard.
experiments and shit on
like,
Instagram.
He be on his shit, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
this fool got a lot of equipment.
Yeah. And I try not to take myself too seriously and
Yeah.
shit like
And
that.
then you just recently got like a couple new things, right?
I got the console's only been there for a little bit. I was
Yeah.
telling you $29 on
Yeah,
shopgoodwill.com
yeah. I remember seeing that.
for a console that it just the channels needed to be woken up. You just press all the buttons and kind of finger it around and it wakes up
Yeah.
because there's no signal going through it, and I need a new power supply for it. So that was like $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so
That's dope.
yeah, just old. I got a new compressor, just fucking weird outboard hardware stuff. And I'm very blessed to have a fucking decent job right now. I don't have kids. I could fucking put a little
You're
money
so
into a
lucky.
rack. Yeah.
Me and Frank are like, yeah, we love you guys. You fucking little heathens. No, I love my kids. Man. They keep me alive. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if you were like, oh, wish I could do that. Wish I couldn't have kids.
Now, if I didn't have kids, dog, I don't think I'd be here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think I'd be here, dog. To be honest with you, I would have been
Super thuggy.
Yeah.
Oh man. dude,
How
I
old are
would've
your
been-
kids?
I have a 19-year-old.
Okay.
I have a 16-year-old. I have a 15-year-old. I have a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, 13-year-old, 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
You guys are just back to back
you got art.
for a decade.
You gotta start in 5 minutes.
Wow, that's crazy.
One in
All right.
college and one in diapers.
Wow, that's crazy.
From
man.
college to diapers, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
the six man coming off the bench.
It's just
I couldn't afford cable.
Yo, that's what my grandma.
But they always had diapers.
Wow.
Nah, but yeah, dude, that's crazy, dog. Man, that's what's up.
Couldn't afford cable.
Well, that's what they're like. Dad, you didn't have no fucking cable in your house, huh? When people have like a shitload of kids and shit.
No, my mother used the same thing. She
Yeah.
said there was no TV back then. What do you think? I'm like,
shit. The only thing you had was just to fucking lay down in bed and see what happens. You know?
have fun.
Human
Nah,
beings.
listen to some vinyl. What you mean? They had vinyl back then too.
That just gets it
Where
going.
the vinyl
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, sexual healing.
Black guy. Where'd you get Black Guy from? That's a dope ass name.
Yeah.
That's a Black Guy 9.
Black God 9 is a concept. My name is Joshua.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet y'all.
I just know Black Guy. I never met
Yeah,
Joshua.
you never met Joshua before.
Hell yeah.
He's a sweet man.
Yeah, very. But Black God 9 is it's an evolution of who I see myself as and the role that I play in accordance to my space and time. It's Black, then it's God, and then it's 9. At times, I only know my role as a Black man. Sometimes I only know my role as a God. And sometimes I only know my role as just this infinite thing.
Damn. Yeah, you guys are way too smart for me.
So, yeah.
That's dope.
So,
But
Well
that-
thought out. Man.
Yeah, that's what's dope about that shit is like a lot of people, they just see the name, they're like, how the fuck you come up with that shit?
Yeah.
But then it's like so much thought put into that
yeah.
shit, Like,
Yeah,
it,
but it's-
like Pax is like, oh, my shit's so simple, but like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
that's your pop's name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Yeah.
That's just dope.
Yeah, but it derived from KRS-One, like wanting to have something that means something.
Yeah.
Wanting to like really like anybody can be like. I really thought this out because I wanted other people to be like, oh, I can be Black God 8 or I can be Black God 7 or because that's based on just my life path. Nothing,
Mhm.
you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Black God 9. That's
Yeah.
what's up. T dot in how do you say Insof?
Ein Sof.
Einsof.
Yeah.
And that's from the German.
So Ein Sof, Ein Sof is actually a Hebraic word that goes back to the studies of the Kabbalah, and it translates into the Most High before us spiritual manifestation into this like realm. So that's the ending of shit. But my name is T Dot Einsof. T Dot is actually what my brothers Pilla and Kev used to call me as we grew up and shit. But kind of just made it more intricate as I just lived life and studied what I studied. So T is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, which is Tav. So that's the ending. Dot is the original symbol of the beginning, and then you get Ein Sof, which is the Most High, into this realm type shit. So it's kind of like destroying myself to begin every time, but within that infinite cycle, I am the Ein Sof. Like before I took flesh, I was already it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a reminder who I am in low times and in high times. But it's just a musical moniker. Like I'm Terrence Nicholas Roy Hansen, like in all honesty. And that shit translates into a whole nother shit. Like Hansen, I came across, it means Yah favors. Roy means royal. Shout out to my grandfather. I love you. Nicholas means king of the people. And then Terrence, I heard, translates into heart. So Y'all favors king of the heart, you know what I'm saying? Or king of the people's heart. So whatever way y'all want to take it, I'm just here.
It's just T-Dot.
I'm just here, bro. I'm just here to take care of my family, yo.
That's dope. Yeah, like I said, you guys put a lot of thought into that shit, which is cool because when you meet a lot of people, like it always has something to do with, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think like if they don't do music or whatever, they're just like a fan. They're just like, oh, it's just Seiko, Jet Lag and Pax and whatever. Right. They're just like, oh, they just probably seen those words on fucking some shit and just, oh, I want to use that shit. Yeah, like all right, I'm gonna use that shit, But don't realize like the thought process, of actually, this is what I want to be known as, Like there's a lot of people that come into realizing like, you know what, I'm just gonna go by my real name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm just gonna go by my real name. Like I don't want to fucking use no alias or nothing. And then there's a lot of people that are like me. I'm just like, nah, I want people to know that I'm fucking LOA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want them to remember that shit, Yeah. So it's like, to me, that's just dope. Like whatever, path you take is amazing.
How did you come up with?
How do you come
with LOA? Fuck, dude. So I got into a whole lot of trouble growing up. You know what I'm saying? And I was always angry. I was an angry young man all the time, like for no reason, just doing dumb shit. And then coming to the realization of after finding myself and realizing who I really am, that I have a lot of love in my heart. I was like, man, I watched this documentary called The Secret, which was based off of the laws of attraction, which is LOA. Okay. And I was like, man, I really love like the message that is sending that I'm receiving. And I was like, that's gonna be my beat name. I'm gonna go by LOA because everybody knew me as Crow because that was my graffiti name. Right. Okay. And and I'm like, I'm gonna go by LOA, but I'm gonna call myself Love Over Anger. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like my love was way more heavier than me being angry all the time. So then I just started just doing that and just being, in around people like you guys, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was always angry, like nobody ever wanted to be around me. Right. And once I started being more on the love side, it was like, damn, like your vibe is dope.
I think everybody here can fucking resonate with that. I think
Yeah.
that could be if there was like a charter of fucking a Love Supreme in the vibe.
Yeah.
Sort of the idea behind what the shows are and what the energy we bring is, like that would be one of the commandments.
Always.
Love over
Yeah.
anger.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's totally
Yeah.
things that we talked about before, for sure.
Yeah.
On some other shit.
And then in Spanish, it's L o A.
Ooh, child.
So
That's
that's-
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
my Instagram. Yo soy LOA, and then that's what I introduce myself because there's a bunch of LOAs
Yeah.
like on Spotify and everywhere. So I just go, people know me by LOA or they know me by LOA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That sounds
Yeah.
like Elohim. Love over everything.
No. So when I first started making like coming back with making the beats and shit, there was a radio station in New York, like an underground radio station, and I was washing my car and they called me through Instagram
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, we have Loa right here," and I was like, "Nah, it's LOA." Like, yeah, but I just let them kept saying like Loa,
Yeah.
So a lot of people they're like, "Is it Loa?" Or I go, "No, it's LOA," but it doesn't let me
It's
put
a
the dot.
abbreviation.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just cool. You know what I'm saying? But so I have a question. If I was to give you a blank check, okay, and you could take that blank check to Guitar Center, to a website, whatever, what piece of equipment would you purchase with that blank check or equipments?
Equipment. I think like recently I've had my eye on an Octatrack.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious. I don't know. Like, I mean,
You
the
fuck
functions
with it,
seem
so-
general in the sense of like the pattern sequencer type scenario, but it's a lot more interesting and like so. There's a lot of different functions that I'm sure he knows about because like he uses one. You know what I mean? And I know like
Who uses
few
the
others.
Octatrack?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Me and
Yeah.
Dana put you on game.
Yeah, man. There, and I've seen other beat makers too that are really onto
John
it.
Wayne.
Yeah, man.
Who's that?
Freaking
other
Low
one?
by.
Low bias, yeah.
Yeah, shout out, brother Love.
Great,
Yeah.
great. It looks fun. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think like if I were to have the opportunity to get something like that, like I would
It'll be the
definitely
Octatrack.
check it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
See
hell
what
yeah.
comes about it.
Hell yeah. Jet lag.
Damn, that's a hard question. I'm kind of comfortable. Not necessarily I got like the best setup, but like I have like my little baby setup right now I got going. So all I'll probably get, is a new interface and some new monitors, a new bass that's fretless,
Ooh.
and let's see, yeah, money was for equipment wise. Damn, just some new cables because I need some new cables. My shit. Yeah. Oh, some really some gold cables.
He's like, hey, jet lag is like, I don't need anything, but he has a whole list of shit. Yeah, we got some pics.
There's some stuff. I don't know, some cool stuff. I'm comfortable. I'm trying to get comfortable and grow with what I have right now.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
I really don't have. I personally don't feel a need to expand, other than a few things such as like monitors. Or
Yeah.
Once again, like I'm not trying to be frugal or not like that, but like really just nicer cables that so my shit's not picking up random frequencies from the fucking radio up the street.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'll be dumb. But nah, being for real though, actually. But yeah, nah, but I'm just trying to continue to just challenge myself to grow what I have. I tap in with the equipment I have already. I invested, thankfully, personally, I'm gonna make this a little long-winded, not that long-winded. But shout out to the lockdown, the COVID lockdown. Rest in peace, those that passed. I got family that passed during that time, but that helped catapult me to want to get more heavy on actually be on music.
Yeah.
But not just that, I invested some of the money, a lot of the money I got on equipment I have today. So
That's the most money I ever made.
yeah, pretty much. So most, I got SP, y'all be a check, y'all got the new bass, I got y'all. So that was dope. So since then, that allowed me to be where I'm thankfully at today and still trying to continue to grow. Once again, I personally could be on fucking. We're talking about the commandments. I'll be on one of the 7 deadly sins, be a fucking glutton. I want to sit here and have the illest shit. I'm gonna buy everything, but no, I really don't want to because I want.
Yeah, you're comfortable.
I want to. No, I'm not necessarily comfortable. I want to grow what I have now.
Yeah.
And be comfortable.
Yeah.
And then get nicer. With
Yeah,
whatever
start
I do.
advancing and shit.
I'm
Yeah.
not comfortable yet. It's my thing. So I can't even say that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get to that level. So that's the answer to that. I'm with it. So I'm trying to get nicer with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't buy equipment yet. There's no need to. I
All right, so then
I would save that check
Hey.
until like the future.
no, hold on.
Save that
Since
check, yeah.
since jet lag Trav don't want that check, what would you do with it?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a cute little story, but fuck all that. he said the question was a blank check. You know what I'm saying? We ain't having no conscience with that. But hey, for me, man, and I'm actually get this one of these days. But like I'm into like keyboards and synths and things like that. So
Yeah.
for me, I would want the original Rhodes. Yeah, like that's something that I will have one day.
A Moog?
You know what I'm saying? More like the Fender type shit. You
Oh,
know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Rhodes
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And Juno 6.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Juno.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, I want that one, and then probably a Prophet.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. That's probably like my top 3 I would want.
hell yeah.
I ain't gonna get too much greedy after that.
So Z knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Z knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Pax. I know Pax gonna have a little list on them.
yeah. No, I got
Oh, yeah.
model numbers and shit like that. Well, actually, yeah. Well, cause I live in Burbank, so I'm down the street from like Perfect Circuit,
Yeah.
and the showroom is like trippy. And I go, I got a compressor from there, and
So you have a blank check.
so I have a blank check. I'm coming in there. I'm coming in there, and I'm getting a modular rack because I do a lot of shit on like I have a little kind of box that's modular, just a couple little things in it, and then that's my effects stand on the console right now.
Yeah.
And I do the VCV rack shit, which is emulation online. Which for anybody that makes music and doesn't know, VCV rack is free, and it's a modular synth. So you download the modules and shit, and you can learn about VCOs and VCFs and how to do all that shit without having to pay for it. But I go to Perfect Circuit and I get a rack and I start putting things in because I feel like that'd be the best way to do it. And that's just, it's stupid money. It's, they're only $100, $200 each, but then when you're getting 10 of them in a fucking rack and the power supply, it just turns into a nightmare. But I would go in and get a big thing and just start filling it in. And run home.
With excitement.
Yeah, right.
Maybe a few generators. You know what I mean?
Black guy. What would Black guy go purchase?
If I had a blank check, I would buy 2 Fantasy Factories, and I would fill one side up with studios, and I would fill the other side up with like a stage where people can come and perform and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then I
What
would
do you
like,
think? It's a blank check.
It's a blank check.
Hell
I would
yeah.
buy
He said, I'm
all
going
of
all
us,
out.
all of us have like Lamborghinis.
Woo! He's like, put all this
Yeah,
shit on this
like,
check right
yeah,
here.
on this shit.
I thought we were just talking about music.
Nah, bro, it's a
You
blank
built a
check,
fantasy
bro.
factory.
Come on, it's a
Yeah, you
blank
built a whole
check,
warehouse
bro.
with that shit.
This helps with
And it came with
this
Lamborghinis.
helps with his music. This helps with the
Bro,
music.
This helps with the music. You know what I'm saying?
God like luxury.
I like the way he thinks because I'll be like that too.
Like, bro,
Let's get
you know how much we can do in a
studio.
fantasy
Yeah.
factory?
God's a luxurious
You feel
man.
me? Come on, bro. I got Yeezys.
His
on.
name's God.
But yeah, that's what, seriously, 2 fantasy factories and make one like built like theatrically, like for a stage
Yeah,
type
that'd
shit,
be sick.
and the other one just
hasn't
like a
been done
fantasy
yet.
factory. Yeah,
It hasn't been done yet.
yeah.
So you might get that blank check, dog.
Hell yeah, I hope so.
Rob
Rob
know what I'm
Dyrdek
saying?
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, he from Ohio too.
Yeah.
But
See that?
That should be fire.
You got a blank check. What are you doing with that?
What I'm doing with a blank check, man. I know, honestly, I feel like I'm with everything I got in my setup. I'm cool at the moment. I'll probably get a lot more synthesizers and like a Rhodes piano, but for the most part, honestly, my sense of creativity comes from comfort. So if I could buy this land and, you know, build this crib and take care of my family, I'll be able to create a lot more. Because
I think that's all our dreams.
Yeah, so that's honestly
we
all
all
that
want
shit
that
is.
check.
That blank check goes to buying land and building a crib, building a music studio, and taking care of my family and having the homies be able to come through do their shit. Like, I'm
needs the
solid with my
helicopter?
for the pickup, and motherfucker got to go pick up packs from out in the valley. You know, the helicopter would work. It would make sense. So
Listen,
you know.
you have a helicopter. I'm not living in Burbank.
right.
Well, if he's buying a ranch,
Right.
If he's buying a ranch, shit, everybody got a crib right there.
Oh no,
Wow, country style.
we talk about this all the time. Honestly, once I get this land, this is a place for everybody to come and stay. Yo, like
That's my dream too. Like,
it's a wrap.
fuck that, I'll move the fuck out here so quick.
It's a wrap.
Put me with a fun. I'll fucking have a farm and fucking start growing shit.
Right. No,
And
facts.
some weed for the homie.
No, facts. Yeah, facts. That's where Demar. Shout out to Demar. Demar pop up, you know, take care of the growing situation. We got the garden popped up. We got the studio for the music. We got our own Love Supreme stage on top of the bitch. Like, come on, son. Like,
And we have the cows to just enjoy the music too. So you know,
right.
if the music's good, if the cows is coming to it.
Yeah, right.
That's some real shit.
That's true. Just don't
The
tip
cows
them over.
run away. We don't bring it back out.
Nah, that's just fresh milk. No, I'm playing.
All right, here goes the next question. You have a plane ticket, right? You got a plane ticket, and this plane ticket, you could go anywhere in the world to create an album. Where would that destination be?
I'm gonna go with somewhere in the UK.
Okay.
I think there's so much like musical history there, and even currently, I'm sure that you got to make a fucking rockin' album.
Yeah,
In the
if you're
UK,
going over
you know what I
there,
mean?
roll
Like, if you're
history,
there and you're
right.
around that type of inspiration,
Right.
they have like I don't know, they work with different types of sounds or melodies. I would say in a lot of genres in that area that seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely different out in the UK.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely.
Jet Lag Trav, where would you go create this album?
I'm thinking it's a mix. It's a toss up between like Japan, like somewhere like Malaysia type area, Guam, all that side vibes. Probably like same type vibe, same area around Japan, Guam, and just pay some dope ass if I need to. Pay folks I need to pull up on that bitch.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Hell yeah. Japan. Yeah, there'll be some good sampling out there.
You got some different instruments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man, for me,
See.
it come down to like Jamaica, Africa, but I'll probably lean to the Africa because that's
Like
the
Lagos.
roots. It's the motherland.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just some special shit to come out of that.
Yeah.
I just don't-
Again, there'll
you
be
know
some
what I'm
dope instruments right there too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what it
Play
is.
the bone.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I got two different answers because it's like if it was tomorrow and it's gonna go anywhere that I know crazy beat makers and it's somewhere like it would probably be Tokyo. I mean, I keep getting new fucking just like finding new producers out of Tokyo or around there, Osaka and shit like that. Fucking all of it. Also, it would be cool as fuck to go there, but I feel like that would be such a cool place to link up with guys like fucking Bugseed who came down for he was in San Pedro, and Ballhead and Tajima Howe and like all these crazy beat makers out there. But fucking for some like sampling and shit like that, like when you're talking about Africa, like West Africa, Nigeria and shit like that, like the culture of the music there is so fucking deep. Like that's some of my favorite place to like dig just randomly in a record store in like the international section. It's like if there's on the back of the record, if it's from Lagos, I'm fucking all about it for the most part. And the desert guitar music and shit like that, and the Bedouins and like Mali and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's a totally different album
Heavy.
than if
That's
yeah.
Every
That's
single
field
one gonna be
recording.
different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Every
Like,
single one's gonna be different.
that'd be so much field recordings and
Nice.
wild noises and shit. Yeah.
Gotta get that.
Black God, where would you go?
I want to go to Brazil. I want to do the same shit Madlib did.
Yeah.
The same exact place. I want to try to find the same record stores.
I want to
If
go to
they
Brazil
still
too,
exist.
but not to record. I want to go see the big ass booty. out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that'll be very influential.
Spark the creativity.
Nah, but Brazil has a lot of like
Yeah.
crazy rhythms. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Crazy sounds, crazy
Lot of
horns.
percussion.
Like percussion is crazy,
Yeah.
man. Like you can make a lot out of that. Like that's I'm big on drums and
Yeah.
just rhythm in general. So yeah, hell yeah.
I agree.
Brazil would be
I'd probably go with you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we
I'm
create a
down.
dope ass
Yeah.
album in shot like Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil would be
Well, there at Belize too.
Mm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
T Dot, where would you go?
I've been in history a lot lately, so I'll probably go to the Zapotecas, you know, where all that region is back in the day, and connect with my history.
Deep.
Create, yo.
About to go deep.
Yeah, because I found out my abuela, my grandma is from Zacatecas, so like I was looking into the area, and back in the day, Zapotecas, like if I'm correct, is around that whole area.
Yeah.
Something like that, yo. Or if not, go out to Tanzania with my homies out in Tanzania with Mookie and create some music.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So before we get into the whole reason behind the beat table, which is the beats,
Here.
which Pax, you'll go first since you're already connected.
Just play a beat or something.
Like 2 or 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe like
I'll cut them.
yeah. What would you guys like to tell everybody that's watching or that's gonna watch this?
Before
Keep the
anything,
mic
I want to make sure that we mentioned we're missing 3 residents with our group,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a Splashes, who does all of our flyer artwork.
Yeah.
And he makes fucking dope ass beats too, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the beauty
Wow.
of it, man. Like, I mean, he's been around in the
On fucking, I was on compilations and 4 years ago and shit like that, or the same series of compilations. He's been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Hell yeah.
great
And
artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And who else? So Splashes.
We got Splashes and we got Thank You.
Okay.
Low
Just
Tech,
another, Low Tech. I mean,
Prince
another
Koala.
positive- Prince Koala.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Oh, yeah,
he's-
right?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's one of the
He's earned that name.
he's one of the
you know what I
best.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's so sick.
Then we got my brother, Enlightenment Pictures. Shout out to him for real.
Christian.
As long as I know my boy T, I've known Christian just as long, bro. Like that dude's ill. Nice with the camera, directing.
He's a musician too.
So
Musician, he
we're
plays
missing
guitar,
people.
Yeah.
Missing
Yeah.
a few folks, they're not
Okay.
able to make
They
it,
hear
or they're
spirit.
out of state, or they're not able to make because they have other stuff,
Yeah.
a responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah. Other obligations. Huh?
yeah, I mean, but yeah, all that guys, you got a few folks.
Christian takes a handle with the visual. Anything visual
Yeah.
on the Instagram that you see is coming from Christian's artistic, value.
We're so lucky.
Incorporates.
We're so lucky
Super
because he
lucky,
does
man.
real quality work
Yeah.
just off of the love of the game and comes out all the time. And he brings a camera so we can get the visuals going on the live stream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah.
So they could find A Love Supreme. What is it? At A Love Supreme
CA.
CA, right?
California.
California. Okay. So make sure you guys follow at A Love Supreme. Exactly how it's spelled. CA. Abbreviation for California. Yeah, exactly like the John Coltrane.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
a
reversed.
dope gift, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I want that.
But yeah, so right now we're about to get into your boy Pax is about to do a little set. Everybody's gonna get a chance to play some music. And it's gonna
It'll be
be
quick.
like we might stop and hook up another person but you guys just vibe out with us. It's the motherfucking beat table.
Beat table!
And a love support.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Mad ways on the back. You know what I'm saying? Show your face, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where you
Thanks,
at?
man.
Right there. Fucking
Yeah.
blue hair,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Shout out to
Yo.
Midget Mike, who's been
Yeah,
fucking
hey,
in the
man,
chat all
Mike is
night.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yo, he's
He
solid
threw out
as
some
hell.
great questions, man.
Yeah,
word.
Big up to Midget Mike. You know what I'm saying? But yo, A Love Supreme is in the fucking building. Your boy Pax is up. Let them have it, dogs. I gotta take a fucking piss.
Yeah. You want to sweat?
Hey, anyone want me to whirl up some weed?
Anybody
What kind of
throw that shit in the microwave?
Roll 5 more.
Yeah. I think I'll probably turn it down. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. Let me. Oh, wait, this is in front of me. I'm just gonna play like 15 seconds of a couple different songs.
A Love Supreme is in the fucking building. Your boy Pax. It's the fucking beat table.
This will be the last beat I'll play. Frank, you want to get your
Let him have it, Pax. Let him have it. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
None of those are on this tape though.
Your boy Pax. Yeah.
Shout out to Pax. Your boy
Hey.
Pax.
Make sure, because you're at your boy Pax, right?
Yeah,
At YABOYPAX.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit him up because he just dropped the tape called "Please Let Me In Your Cult." So if you want this dope ass beat maker in your cult, hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
You want him in your cult? Hit up Pax if you want him in your cult.
Yeah, he's going into mine right now, so that I can just go in there. But we can change that because I have the adapters.
I said, y'all, double effects.
This one reached.
Double effects, baby.
Yeah, if we didn't
No,
take
no,
out-
reach. I just don't have any room.
Oh,
for
my-
it.
No, we could take out mine because
Are you sure?
Well, because I have the adapters, so we can just
Oh,
plug
okay.
this in.
Yeah.
Actually, don't need this. And then we could plug whatever, like all
Whatever,
cities
man.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah, that should work.
Oh, I'm stupid. I thought it was the other way. Oh, these are. These are. You know, I thought it was like sideways and shit.
I can't follow that. That shit was fucking sick, man.
Let's
What
go,
the
your
hell?
boy Pax. We on. Yeah, you could go this way, brother. So next we got Burn a Topiary. I said it right?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, I memorized that shit.
Appreciate
Oh,
you.
what happened?
Looks like your camera was unplugged. Oh shit. Where did it get
That's
unplugged?
It's
Oh, it's been on.
Oh, right here. Yeah, you can.
It was on like a minute ago, so it hasn't
Yeah.
been that long.
Which one is it? Oh, yeah, it's this one. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, we on. All right. Technical difficulties. All right, we on.
Here we go. Love Supreme in the building. You're about to hear some craziness.
Turn it up and down.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo! Burn a topiary in the fucking building. It's the beat table, baby. A love supreme.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jet Lag Trav said he's next.
Let's go, Jet.
Yeah, you can just disconnect it. You're gonna run off of a. What do you need? A toggle? Or is it headphone jack? Okay.
You can probably run it through. Whatever you have already set up, I think should be good.
Yeah, I have a headphone jack.
We'll keep running through. Actually, no. Essentially, right now, talking about that shit like you
You need the internet.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, it's the Beat Table TV.
Yeah, I learned from you guys. Seriously. Thank you for the inspiration. Honestly, man. You guys know I'm fucking.
You make it crazy.
No,
I mean, for real. Like, you really. Yeah,
I enjoy his
it's
creativity.
What's the best one?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have heard 10 years ago.
Not because of you.
No, how to make that. You have to find it.
Which one? Oh, twice. Did you do it twice? Yeah. There you go. Sorry.
Nah, you're totally fine, bro. Alright.
The Beat Table TV merch provided by Most Wanted, Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So that Mad Lover shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Don't forget to hit up A Love Supreme.
The t-shirts are on Bandcamp.
Yeah, they're on Bandcamp.
I love-
If they hit you up, you could get them some, right?
Yeah.
Pull up to the show tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
show.
person.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow,
We got a show tomorrow
Yeah.
in Ontario.
April 15th,
April
tomorrow.
15th is the ninth meeting.
The
We're
show.
playing as residents, and then we got Orc.
It's my boy birthday residence, man.
Yeah.
Who's-
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Birthday
T-Dot?
on Sunday.
Oh, shit, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's birthday tomorrow. I won't be in
Hey,
town.
shout out to mom.
Yeah,
Please.
my
My
birthday
mom just
tomorrow,
happened.
15. Yeah.
Hey, what's the pass? What's
Oh.
the password for the Wi-Fi, bro? My bad. The quality off the iPhone will be a lot better than off the Obama phone. You know.
All right.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. You don't have a case?
No.
Man, you're brave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
You're brave. I'll be dropping my shit every day.
I don't really like phones, so I'm kind of like, if it drops, fuck it. Like,
Oh, really? Fuck
Thug
that,
life.
I need my shit.
the Thug Life tatted on my chest. Can you
Huh.
feel me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We about to get back on right now. We're about to get back on. We're waiting for Jet Lag Trav. Love Supreme is in the building.
Why
You already know what's cracking.
Why millions of Americans are excited by these German hearing aids happening
What?
right now.
Oh, is that what's on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Get yourself a German hearing aid if you need that.
Yeah, I probably won't.
I hope not. That's
I probably won't.
Shout out to advertisement.
Probably won't.
I probably won't.
That's a negative. I'm okay over there. Hey, Chad, you want to put this in rotation?
Yes, sir.
Okie dokes. I think this is like the sixth one. I'm like.
Oh. Let's find some shit. Let's see.
You are now in tune with Jet Lag Trav. You know what I'm saying? This is the Beat Table's first live show with a Love Supreme. And let me tell you, these guys are not playing.
He's on it. Can't show you that shit yet.
Oh, we're about to get exclusive. Jet Lag Trav is in the building. I Love Supreme representative. You're in tune with the motherfucking Beat Table.
That's nice right there. Oh, I like that sample in the back.
Turn it up, turn it up. Don't be scared, don't be scared. There it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Jet lag Trev. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next, we got.
Let's go.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Bye-bye.
We got Seiko Z. Z. How do you say it again?
Zelente.
Zelente. There you go. Seiko Zelente.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I'm actually excited because I've never heard his beats before.
Oh man.
So I'm
You're
excited.
intrigued. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that much.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
fucking sick, dude.
I love it. Seiko Zelante in the motherfucking building. Another Love Supreme representative live at the beat table. These guys are not playing. Seiko Zalante. Yo, thank you so much. That shit was fucking beautiful, dog. Hell yeah. That shit was nice. Who we got? Who we got? Black guy, T Dot. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
I'll play some shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, you
It's your birthday.
Yeah.
You gotta play something.
Shit,
Huh?
man. Yeah, I'll play some shit. Let's do that. I'm gonna play like one beat, then I'll play some records I made. Like
Okay.
For the homies.
Okay.
Headphones. I guess is this headphones?
Yeah, it's headphones.
It's headphones.
Yeah.
Alright. Shout out to Smoker Lungs, yo. I appreciate it. Shout out to homies in Portland.
You can turn it up. You can turn it up.
I mean, the last black man who doesn't tap dance. I had at least 5 CAT scans. Sold like the back of a black can and rack up racks, grants granted. Living life like Gap bands, outstanding elation. I was dry and patient, eliminating competition with a great cadence. Niggas walk loud but still remain evasive till I hit the earth like a comet. Do I sound repetitive? I gotta speak in 2 different languages. It's in my heritage. Niggas' minds were smart, so we killed the job interviews. But our state of mind is like a Wu-Tang album interlude, intertwined with a Vince Staples interview. Learn to survive or be a plate of food. Niggas play the fool, the aggregative tool. Enhance my view and use the string you do to wrong and cause fuse. That you lack the aptitude to peek through. I'm offline with a shorty dressed in see-through. Honestly, I don't know what day it is. I never do. Still, I'm on board. I give a damn if you fill away, go bananas on tracks and pill away with a gateway drug blowing out to get away. In a ride fast enough to rob a bank and get away. R.I.P. Prodigy, love and get away.
We asked for it cause we want it now. Stand pat, ain't no running now. Don't ask me to come back around. If you already turned your back around. Hey, we asked for it cause we want it now. Stand pat, ain't no running now. Don't ask me to come back around.
Nice.
Joey Gold, 24K. On the verse.
Yo, said I was God, I'm problematic. Sometimes I write from my ego. Catapulted the evil. My body been on surveillance. The serpent been in my head. Yelling all of the lies and welcome guests to my head. Flooring on truth from my eyes. Took the keys and left. They gon' need Cali to ride. They hinged up on the culture. They celebrate. rise. Pressing the wall I built them for years. Look at my pride. In spite of myself, God says you gon' rise. Just like the sun, now how godly am I? I'm a better rapper. The feelers can hear what I can't imagine who fully feels it. Cups always stay filled up. Bars like I'm binge drinking. Speaking of binge drinking, porn in my web browser. Also that hinder my thinking. I done fought off damage. Going through more seasons. Excusing my worst behavior. Passing the buck like Amnesty. Jesus, so time scoring. Oh, he got game now. I ain't for games now. PS5 only existing. Y'all brain how? Saving through zone coverage. I stay calm in the middle. Trying to tempt me. I told you I got better riddles. Forgiving us. I walked over to go. Now I got the lamb over and kept to my business. When I returned to my land, Game D was at home. Now y'all are all witness.
Man. So fire.
Mountains don't lead, people do. We don't need each other to get through. It's part of our spirit ritual. Bigger than before was biblical. Before thoughts were written lyricals that flood emotions with heights like mistletoes. The culture from vultures with claws. My culture demands me to pause and obey nature's laws with no flaws or filtered regards. Wireframes filtering the table, soul portrait restrained, distracted by pain that's symbolic. I still orbit 360 round bad minds, acting shifted with bullshit, begging to miss me. I spark a leafy when situations get iffy. I'm mad chronic, shaming all who choose to act beefy from energy tonic. In the absence of vibrations, not synchronic to nature's harmonic. The ease I find is iconic. Traveling through sound is where the self is found. Spiraling round, never bound by the multiverse placenta crown. Holding my center in different realms I enter as an inventor. Not one for banter, but an enchanter planter with herbal mantras. See the truth within looking at the sky.
T-Dot is in the building.
As seeds birth fruit on trees, praising the skies. Falling yet again I rise, inspire, drive, and marching on in 255. No matter what job gets thrown, I'm never alone. I got my fam twisting bones in our heart lays on throne.
Yeah. Kwa wale wanaodharau utamaduni wangu, chunga. Kwa pesa unazotengeneza, wakizani zitaneze hisia zangu, chunga. Ni zaidi ya shilingi kwangu, kwanza chunga. Misingi sitakuja kunja, moyo sitafumba kutukuza watu, so chunga.
Sometimes I wonder if we all are prophets or prophets, gains for pockets, gassed up like rockets, spread out in markets with targets. So memories remain rocket, banging like rockets, flowing like faucets. We spitting hard shit. Feels that out of words that they call nonsense is preposterous. Divisions make me nauseous, my focus cautious, we're all conscious. I went with darkness, the cap with blackness, and one acknowledging life's beauty and fun. Like weights and daughters and sons connect to the drums as ancestors hum. Passing love to next generations like batons. Expecting gold, silver, and bronze. Child, daddy, and moms reciting songs, synchronizing vibes to one. Life is a beautiful struggle with flowers burst up in concrete. Soul rock waddles and rubble. Babylon's trouble comes on the double. I deal with primitive tech. And happy nappy nappy, giving nature mad respect. I put an effect, a focus that intersects life and death beyond the breath, don't fret. I put a check with whiz, my reputation at my best. As I freeze minds from cheese like Dar es Salaam's degrees.
Yeah. Kwa wale wanaodharau utamaduni wangu, chunga. Kwa pesa unazotengeneza, wakizani zitaneze hisia zangu, chunga. Ni zaidi ya shilingi kwangu, kwanza chunga. Misingi sitakuja kunja, moyo sitafumba kutukuza watu, so chunga.
Man, T-Dot is not playing. A Love Supreme is not playing. Only at the beat table.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
The God.
the Black God 9.
Who's on that? On that
Charger?
Is that Joey too?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can plug in the speakers.
In Tanzania.
There you go.
Was it Mickey? Shout out to the verse on that last one was
Damn,
Mookie.
those
In Tanzania.
guys were rapping.
That was crazy. I mean,
I'm universal in this bitch.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. 305.
Not
T-Dot
Pitbull.
Worldwide.
T-Dot.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Love Supreme, man.
What can I say? What can we say? You know, it's just love supreme.
This one
And the guy
is. This
gonna,
one's.
the guy gonna give the sermon.
And this. This one's ready. I'm ready.
When we got that Kobe in the fourth quarter face. You know what I'm saying?
He's about to take it. He's about to take it home.
Let's get it, guys.
We got Black God 9 in the building. A Love Supreme resident, representative.
Return of the great old ones, return of these angelic figures, universes return. You see what I'm saying? You know, so I love return of something. This is very important.
Woo!
Based on laws and based on, you know, how things are going. And so the point.
This is classic, I'm thinking past G-Wagons. Make trash rappers, super cat, Captain Savage. That's what's happening. Jacket made of calfskin. The light kind of basket, remember shit it on. Right on, quick. It all lasts, baby.
Black God 9. What Venus? What?
Venus Sun Rock.
Venus Sun Rock.
Let's go.
Hell yeah! Damn.
This
That was
bitch open it up.
That was on some whole other shit right there.
Project files.
Huh?
Yeah. Shit's fresh. Not even bounced out yet.
Fresh.
Edit some shit while
That
you
shit just
wait.
came off the tree. What are you talking about? That shit just came off the tree. It's not even dry yet, dog.
All right.
I feel like a chip on my shoulders. I feel like I'm losing my focus. I feel like I'm losing my patience. I feel like I'm I feel like I don't wanna be the problem. I feel like they don't want to fuck the world.
shit hitting right there, guys. Damn. That 808 was hot. That shit was.
I'm already testing it. I'm like, I want to that's what
Man, that was nice. Black Guy 9. Hey, as you guys can see, A Love Supreme is not playing. These guys are not playing. You could tell they're in sync. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And for the first time, the beat table is live. You know what I'm saying? We're going on 3 hours.
Let's go. Damn.
This is what we do. This is what we do, and we're just vibing. This is just the beginning of the party. Ain't nobody going home till 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going home till 8 in the morning, dog. So hey, I got the plancha right there, dog. Gassed up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I got some carne in there. C's like, I gotta go home, man. I don't know. I know.
We talking about carne asada. Let's grill that mother.
Damn, this is nice right here. Damn. He had to mellow it out real quick, huh? He had to mellow it out real quick.
I love it. You get in like moods and then like translate them. Man. I swear, like you're the way you settle in on a vibe for a set and then play a set all within that vibe.
Yeah.
And I know you got a new tape. You told me you got a new tape. And it's all that shit. Yeah.
You know where I hear that on the soundtrack? On the new Tron.
Yeah.
If they come out with a new Tron, you better find placement in that shit, right? Because I could see that like fucking just zipping through neon lights and shit. Like fuck yeah, I feel that shit, dog. Hell yeah. Yo, that was Black God 9. You know what I'm saying? Another representative of A Love Supreme. Yo, I just want to say thank you guys so much, man. Like I know how important time is. You know what I'm saying? I know how important time is, and you guys gave me your time, and I'm very appreciative for that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first time we go live on the beat table. This is the first time we do 3 hours of an interview. And this is the first time in a long time that I stayed up this late. No, I'm just kidding. With my old ass. But thank you guys very much, man. I really appreciate you guys. And I just want to let I just want to let you guys know that maybe in your eyes you're not famous, but to me, I'm your number one fan. You know what I'm saying? So there it is, dog. I'm a fan. Let's go. Peace.
It's like, did you?
It's your boy.